They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
There's only one person that I'm aware of that will be a real president of the United States and will truly get the prices down low again and will truly put us back on the road to being a republic again. Only one person, and it's not Trump. That's me. I'm it. I'm the only one. Nobody else. No, certainly nobody in D.C. Holy fuck. But I'm the only one that'll do it. Now I'll have to lock myself in the Oval Office with 1,000 guards because Rothschild will want to try to kill my ass. But I'm the only one that'll do it. I'm the only one that will save the United States. I'm it. We're gonna.
What's that for, Bon? What happened?
I went into the kitchen and ants had found my cupboard and they got my last snack cakes, the little bastards. So
now, here's $1 million question: did they touch the peanut butter?
they can't get into the peanut butter, thankfully. And nobody's going to vote for me. The last time I ran, I didn't get any votes. But the time I ran as a write-in candidate the first time, I got 365 votes, which I thought was kind of cool. Vote for every day. I thought that was pretty neat. But the second time I was a write-in for president, I didn't get any votes at all. So, you know, sucks to be me.
Let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again. You will be banned.
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, just getting a nice cold hiney out. Oh, excuse me. I got a touch of the rev. Alright, let's center this up. Folks, we don't do things shabby. There we go. Folks, thank you for joining me. Here we are. Start your engines. It's Thursday night, and we have a Weirdo Wonderland tonight, let me tell you. It's going to be pretty hard, I think, to top our last stream where we got the official verdict. Speaking of verdicts, that the court decided to take Shanny's parental rights away. But for me, the highlight, and again, not to diminish anyone that's actually went through any kind of abuse, especially from a parent, but when Rev broke down and was telling everybody about his father shoving pills up his asshole, that killed me, folks. That I gotta say, that did me in. I was dead. I just couldn't do it. But we have a heck of a show. We got a little more Rev and Shanny. I guess Rev going on about Gmans Tiddies. I don't know exactly what that's about. I haven't watched it yet. We'll watch it together. Got a little bit of King Cobra. We got a little bit of Cyraxx showing his scabby PP again, apparently. We got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but a lot of Von Helden, let me tell you, folks. And I know it's on everyone's mind, the verdict of Donald Trump. Whether you support him, you like him, you think he's innocent, it's all rigged. No matter what, I think we can all agree that he's even if he's fake rich, he's still too rich to see one night in jail about any of it. So, if you're expecting that kind of justice, you're going to be disappointed. And if you were worried that your hero was going to be locked away in a dungeon somewhere, I don't think you have to worry about it. I think that he's just going to slough it off. But anyways, moving on with the lulls, folks. We are here to escape reality. Let's get right into it. I'm going to get this ice cold Heineken open. I was driving around and there was a local fair. Yes, it's fair season, folks, and I stopped in and I got myself a bag of cotton candy, some greasy fries, a $6 corn dog. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. No taffy there, though. That's weird. That's usually a staple. There's usually the taffy guy pulling taffy with a bunch of hornets buzzing around him, but that wasn't there this year. I got a candy apple, though. I'd like to at least get a candy apple. I like caramel apples. For some reason, a caramel apple was $1 more than a candy apple. Can someone out there explain to me why? I'm not sure, but until then, cheers. Let's have a sip. Heiny everywhere. Let's all have a drink. Okay. Folks, there we go. All right. Like I said, we're not going to dilly-dally. We're going to get right into it. We got a little bit of this and a little bit of that to cover tonight. If you don't mind thumbsing it up, I sure would appreciate it. And we're going to start off a little different. We're going to do a little flashback, folks, one of my favorites, and I hope one of yours. I like to set the tone with the first little ditty. So please enjoy, get yourself comfortable, get the kids in bed, all that good stuff. We are starting our journey right now. Ciao.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of the angels' feet. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Well, you may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down. Tell him that God's gonna shut him down.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey you guys, it's me, in the dark. Hope you're having a better day than I am. It's been a bad day. It's been a really bad day. Let me know when you get in here. I need some moral support for sure. I'm currently walked 10 miles hill, up and down and up and down. Construction project, and I am just, I don't know. I have worked like this my entire life. I don't know how I physically did it. I just wish I knew what was natural on me. I wish I knew what was natural. The pains that I feel at this moment, I wish I knew which ones were natural pains from a wore out, beat down body, or from the war that's on. I kind of messed up today and got stuck in listening to the world. Listen to Redacted with Clayton Smith and his wife. He's the former Fox News early morning host. Listened to him for a little bit. And I started listening to Alex Jones with Steve Bannon. And then Alex Jones with Gavin McInnes. They're going to make World War III happen. This is them telling us this. They're going to make this a hot war with Russia. They want us to be attacked. Remember, when the Euphrates River dries up, it's dried up. 1/3. You add the they're guesstimating right now that 22 million have come across the border.
I apologize. They seem to be targeting his internet connection here, folks.
Past 3 years. That's not including the other 50 million that were here. So there's about 70 million illegal aliens, criminal invaders in our country right now. My day started off dealing with home stuff. Words from Tina are getting less and less every day. I mean, I thought, good night, honey. I love you, honey. I'm going to work. I thought that was a little words. It's even less now. Heading to this place, this job I'm doing. I was thinking to myself, wait a second, we're in a, oh, I gotta plug my phone up, it's going dead. Let's see if I can get this done without killing everything. Hold on, man. Okay, here we go, we're back on. I was trying to think that all the stuff that's happening is targeted individuals. About how we can never have a relationship, how we're always, somebody's always trying to destroy what family, little family we have. And then it just came to me clear as day, I know it. It is a literal war on our minds. I told you guys about the little experiment I did. Baseline. There's the drone right there. Is the drone that always leads my way. Right there beside of us. And when I get off this right turn, it'll be right here beside of me. I don't want to mess with it. Phone's fine where it's at. But here's the baseline. Tina and I are friends on Facebook. We are both following each other, and according to Facebook, we are in a relationship. You getting it? She doesn't see my post. I don't see her post. When we put we're in a friendship, or when we're in a relationship, it says that we don't even know each other. She sees nothing that happens on my page. I see nothing that happens on her page. The only way I can see her page is to type her name in, go to her page, and the only things that show up from her page to me is what has my name on it when she mentions my name. What's up, Mossy Man? This is the war on the minds of Americans, especially targeted individuals. Not only could they've been hitting me with a frequency all day long, the paranoid, the anxious, the on edge, anxiety. They've just been rocking me since I went to bed last night and got up today. Been rocking me with just uneasiness, like the way nausea makes you feel, except mentally. Just like I was just dizzy. I didn't know I could. Not that I couldn't focus, I just didn't know which way to go. And I got nothing from her because she got the day off today, and what did she do on her day off? To the mountain. So, her on work, off work, it doesn't matter. I get 0 time with her. None. Doesn't matter. If she's got a week off, she will sleep in bed until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, get up and smoke cigarettes, and then eat something and go back to bed. Anything she can do to avoid being around me. Now she says, oh no, I don't do that, but that's it. Now, a lot of that on her addiction to her cell phone. She is an addict. That thing, she is on its leash. She goes, does no walking. So here they've got us separated on Facebook, not letting us even share our lives on Facebook. I have more relationship with friends I haven't seen in 20 years on Facebook. Because nobody comments on my page. Nobody leaves a like. I'm totally alone on Facebook. I have been total. I bet I ain't got 3 thumbs up in 5 freaking years. Now, of course, on your birthday, you'll get happy birthday, Shannon. Happy birthday. I got like 6 or 7 happy birthdays out of any people. 6 or 7. And I've done a lot of clearing on my page because I don't care. These people don't care about me. So, it's a war. It's a war. Told you guys about the experiment I played. And I mean, Facebook admitted 5 years ago that, hey, we did this little experiment where we took everybody off. We put people in limbo. We blackballed their account. We didn't let their information go anywhere. We didn't let anybody share anything with them. We wouldn't let anybody like on their page or nothing. We just isolated them in a digital prison. We did that for fun. And I was one of the guests on that experiment. So it's still happening, except they do it even more with your spouse. And I told you the other week, because I guess it's back in December and January, and this is what women will do. But it's a war on their mind too, and I had to say that to myself. That cell phone and that algorithm is listening. So if you tell somebody, oh, I'm having problems with my girlfriend or my boyfriend, or I don't trust him, or this is that, and that person's lazy, or this person works too hard, or this, anything, is picking out information at all times. So then it'll post these little paragraphs or people sitting there saying, if he doesn't love me, someone will. It'll do all these little quotes and sayings, you deserve to be deserved, and you deserve to be wanted, and blah, blah, blah. And if that person doesn't want and desire you, someone else will. So I noticed on her page, I went back a little bit of time snooping, and she posted that like for a week. And listen, if you post one, 3 more will pop up. If you post another, 10 more pop ups. Just bam, 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 bam. Where they're hitting you with this psychological warfare, telling you, you need to find somebody else. You need to break up with your spouse because they're not treating you right. Now, it may not be true. It's absolutely not true in our case. But she's being reinforced the feelings that they created to start with. So in other words, Facebook goes up. Facebook, the algorithm, sees a little bit of smoke. So what do? They run up with these little meme pages and they throw gasoline on the smoke. Boosh, and the next thing you know, got a fire, and they're throwing more gasoline on the fire with every little page that comes up with a, you deserve the best in life. Or
I have a feeling we have a most targeted breakup on the horizon. This might be a very interesting arc. Speaking of arcs, he might have to move in his fucking boat here soon. He'd be just living on dry land in the backyard out of that stupid boat pontoons that he started building.
He doesn't love you, and he doesn't appreciate you, and you can find so much better. You're better off alone. I mean, bam, bam, bam. The shots keep coming. So I told you I played with that algorithm the other week. I posted one. And then everything else in my feed was boom, 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 boom. And it's all to stop the communication between us and our spouse and let the algorithm do the talking for us. Because the algorithm convinces you, hey, I got this. You don't have to tell that bitch how you feel. We'll do it. We got the memes to satisfy. Or we got the memes to make them cry. So here we are, letting the memes, instead of walking up to our spouse. Now, I'm telling you this for your benefit if you have a spouse, because this isn't going to help me any, because I am invisible. I'm invisible. So this is great wisdom and knowledge for everyone out there. But people say, well, take your own advice. It doesn't matter. I could stand in the middle of my house and literally pour gasoline on my head and light myself on fire, and no one will see me burn. It's the most bizarre thing. No one will see me burn. So, here I am this morning, and that algorithm, that AI, is just wrecking me. I want so bad. I wish I could just put the phone down, because it consumes a lot of my time. I listen a lot. 90% of the time, I'm just listening to preaching on my phone. That's all I was listening to. But today, I took a little break because I kind of get burnt out on the same preacher saying the same stuff. And it's hard to find a preacher that's saying the exact same things that you believe. I mean, Mark Driscoll, I was listening to a sermon today. He was talking about Samson. And he said something like, we don't need your damn prayers. Now, listen, when I get mad, I cuss, I use bad words. But this dude's in the pulpit and saying, I don't need your damn prayers in his sermon. Not saying that to the people, but using this as a descriptive term about life. I've noticed since I quit listening to Greg Love and Calmer, I'm like a stick of dynamite now with that fuse. I can still go off at any time, but I try so hard. But listen, when the ship is going down and you're yelling up through, you're running through the boat saying, everybody, we got to get off the freaking boat, and nobody hears you, the first response, the first thing you do is you scream louder because the freaking boat's sinking. But then you're the asshole. You're the ass because you scream. So nothing. So it's, and this is the way it is at my house. It's, well, we'll just let him blow up. He'll get over it. So then nothing gets resolved. After the 15 years we've been together, she has changed nothing. Not one thing that she does on a daily basis that she knows hurts me. She hasn't, she will not. She is the most pig-headed, stubborn person I have ever met in my life. Nothing matters to her. She's straight ahead, stuck on a cell phone. It doesn't matter if I laugh. It doesn't matter if I cry. It doesn't matter if I lay in that floor and die. The only time that would matter was when my is rotting and making a mess, a bigger mess in the house than it already is. I would rather be hated. I'd rather be hated and have a verbal argument daily than to be completely alone. I try to tell my children, hey, you know, I'm tired of being put last. I'm your dad. I'm the one that's always been here. When they took you away from me, I was still here fighting for you. I shouldn't be the last person you see 2 or 3 days after the holiday's over. You know, they got their schedule. Go to Mama and Papa's, then go to Mama's house, then go to Aunt Cece's house, then go to my boyfriend's at Mama's Daddy's house. But and Dad, well, we're just busy and tired from the holidays. We'll see you next weekend. What the hell? It hurt, man. It hurts. It hurts. It's like my daughter. I said, will you come up with me and we'll grow pork chops out in the woods. Okay. So, laid the pork chops out. She calls me. I thought you were going to call me. Well, I was waiting for you to, come tell me what the gameplay is. We can grill. Ah, well, I got chicken I need to cook. It's just going to get... Guys, World War III is so close and no one is paying attention. And here I am screaming, the redcoats are coming, the redcoats are coming, the redcoats are coming, hello! And everybody's like, well, you just can't be negative all the time. It's going to be fine. God will pull us through it. I'm like, God is not going to save us. I know, Awesome Man. 2016. I've been at it forever. I've been at it forever. Ever since my targeting went overt in 2012. Wide open. And I even canceled most of the news out of my feed so I didn't have to deal with it. See, and that's my problem with Dean O'Dell. Dean O'Dell thinks that Babylon is the Roman Catholic Church, and he's wrong. He is absolutely wrong. All these pastors that have been preaching, and listen, I love Pastor Dean's preaching. There's a lot of good pastors out there. They're absolutely wrong. The most evil empire on the planet is America, and it's not mentioned in the Bible. They don't, well, the scarlet beast, yeah, that's Satan. That's Satan. Satan's going to destroy Babylon. No! That's the red dragon of China. It describes everything to a T. And nobody gets it. Bishop Mari, he gets it. That's why, that Muslim stabbed him in the face. America hasn't seen what a Muslim revolt is going to be. It's coming real soon. If World War III don't hit and wipe us out completely, and it's coming, Russia's getting ready to lay us down, because guess what? Biden sold 300 million gallons of our strategic oil reserves. Sold it and is not replenishing it at all. No fuel. No tanks, no fuel, no jets, no fuel, no wind, no defense, no carriers, no nothing. We're already a sitting duck because we don't have a president. We don't have a president. So what do we do then? And every time, I don't know, just like when I take my grandson up to Charlotte to the doctor, and I'm in these high-rise buildings, as soon as I even think about them or pull up in I get freaked out, because it's like, in my heart of hearts, I know that I have seen buildings crumble. I know in my heart of hearts that like deja vu. I know in my heart of hearts that I have seen bridges collapse. When I hear jets flying by, it's like I have heard the sound of jets coming to drop ammunition. scary. That's scary. There's the drone directly in front of me, where it's always at. And everybody's hooked on that machine. Everybody's hooked on the machine. Nobody looks up. They're gonna look up. I'm trying to tell my kids, get ready. Get ready. Start. You're making money. Put food back. Put food back. Put food back. Nothing. I mean, I need to be canning meat, but I don't have time. I'm just so busy. It's like time has sped up. But with the 20,000 pounds of weight that's dragging me down, and I'm trying to get up and pull every day, it's like trying to get help from a doctor. And I'm trying to tell her all these things. I was like, listen, I got a disc. I got a CD that's got everything that's wrong with me. Oh, I just thought she's like, oh, well, I know that your shoulder's messed up. I said, it's not just my shoulder. I said, I've got a CD full of everything. Oh, well, I have to send you somewhere and get them to look at you. I said, but you want to be my doctor? Why would you send me to someplace else? Because she's going to get paid for the referral. And then the doctor she refers is going to get paid. And the next doctor, I mean, it's a scam. And then I'm going to be sitting there in the middle going, well, I ain't got no money to pay for the medicine if I ever get any. Ain't nobody going to help. Woke up this morning, the cat woke me up at 5 o'clock. This is why I'm so tired now, 5 o'clock. I was rubbing around on my belly because I've done a lot of work in the woods the past week. A lot of work in woods. I've been clearing off a little bit of property. I started rubbing and I thought I felt a mole on my belly. And I've got a couple moles on my side. And I looked down and I couldn't see it. And I'm rubbing it. I'm like, well, I don't feel the mole. I don't feel my fingernail in the mole like I should. Because moles are usually sensitive. So I turned the light on and a tick had burrowed halfway into my stomach. The only thing that was sticking out was the back half of his body. And I'm like, oh gosh, and I'm pulling and pulling. It ain't moving. It is literally burrowed inside of me. So it took 10 minutes with tweezers to yank it completely out. I pinched it in half and the other half was stuck inside of my gut. So I got it out, boiled out with peroxide. Hopefully it isn't Lyme disease, because that's another weapon they use on us. Well, I hope the Mexicans ain't partying today. I don't want to deal with it. But I decided when I woke up, I said, I need a haircut. I'm hot and sweaty, so I went ahead and shaved my head as tight as I could get it. Just because I ain't got $10 for a haircut. Too freaking broke. Too broke. Anyway, I'm at the house, guys. God bless you. I guess we probably got, a total of 5 people in here. Remember that. Isn't that part of this? Isn't that the reason we have people in our lives? To share love instead of just being... I feel like a bigger stranger in this house than I've ever felt. It's like Mason's grown now. She don't need me for nothing. So that's the way I feel like. I feel like I've just been thrown away. So if there are any single ladies out there that want to get together and see if we can fight this together, I don't know what other option there is. I can't keep getting up every day and praying for God to change me when I can be, and I am, the most romantic, affectionate person. I am. I'm that lovey-dovey. But with somebody that's cold and doesn't want to be touched, at least doesn't want me to touch them, it sucks. It sucks bad. I mean, I ain't had sex in several years because I'm not legally married. Intimacy is a big part of a relationship, and I do miss that. But the whole thing about being celibate before you're married is to make that connection and have the intimacy without the lust and the sex. That's supposed to be a bonus. So when you don't even have the intimacy before you have the lust and the sex, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Never thought I'd be almost 50 years old and be completely freaking invisible. I mean, I still try to put God first, Carol. I mean, I do. I've made it a point that I pray before my feet hit the ground. I try to pray. It's the whole point of trying to remember it. And once I get it on a schedule of doing it, it's easier. I'm trying to be a better godly man, but I'm like, it's like the closer I get to God, the more invisible I am, because the Bible says, don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Man, it sucks. Being alone sucks, but having no one to talk to at any time. That's pretty bad. All right, guys, I got to muster up the strength to carry all this stuff in, and I mess up every day as I work myself to the point where I can't hardly even walk inside the house. Just absolutely exhausted. You guys never really seen me, but when I work, I work faster than I can get more done than 5 guys put together. Because I'm always just go. And I put it all out on the field every single time. So much that I ain't even got the energy to walk in the house and see what else is going to slap me in the freaking face. So for the 10 people here that can put up with me whining, and thank you. All the ones that's been there, Mossy Man, Carol. Just pray for me. I'm totally lost. I am absolutely lost.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Believe me, I'm well aware of the minutia of what's going on. I'm a lot more aware than people think. People, these dumbass YouTube trolls think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I am very aware. Let's just put it this way. My security clearance is taller than that goddamn ceiling. And let's just leave it at that, shall we?
Let them have a life. Let them live there. Let Vaughn take care of his own goddamn dogs the way he wants to take care of them.
And then, they bitched because I didn't put the dog food outside for the big dogs in a bowl. And I said, you have any idea how much a plastic bowl would last with them big dogs? It would last about 2 seconds. They'd have it chewed to hell. There would be nothing but pieces left after they got done chewing on it. So I don't even bother with a dog bowl outside. I just put it on the ground. They eat it, and they're doing just fine. In fact, they're healthy as a horse. My dogs are some of the most muscular animals I've ever seen. I mean, big dog, he's got muscles on top of muscles. It's like, holy shit, the guy's a fucking bodybuilder or something. It's crazy. Because they're stout, man. There's some stout fucking dogs, and but they just eat that food right off the ground. They don't give a shit. They care less. They're dogs. They don't care as long as they get fed.
For fuck's sake, dogs lick their own fucking ball sack.
I know.
They lick their own asshole.
I know.
Dogs,
and their asshole. Someone heard my karaoke of all the Doors songs. And they sent me a private message, not an email, but a private message. They said, "Are you really Jim Morrison? Because you sound dead on like him, and you kind of look like him." And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do. I will just let you wonder about that. I'll just leave it in limbo. How about that? We'll just leave it there. I might be that. You never know. I might be. I mean, I'm old enough. I'm old enough. I'm 60. I'm old enough to be. So we'll just leave it be. You know, let people believe what they want to believe. But you know, I got this. There was this guy that he was a keyboardist, P. Francisco on YouTube, and he was doing a lot of Doors songs. And I said, well, hell, you know, could I add my vocals to your music? He says, absolutely. And it was magical, man. I mean, it was magical. It was. But yeah, the ones I did recently was "I Need You Tonight" by NXS and the Wellerman song, which is an old Seaman song from way back in the day.
Yeah, I was surprised you did that.
Yeah, but I wanted to do it. I really like that song. I don't know why, but I really like that song. So I guess maybe one of my past lives I was a seaman, you know, which makes sense. That makes total sense. You know, because everybody was at sea back in the day. I mean, everybody was on a sailing ship of some kind.
We all started out in seamen, folks. A medical fact Vaughn, again, is ignorant of.
Whether it be a ship of the line or a whaling ship or something. But everybody was out there. They was under full sail. Me and Dad went to guard the church while it was being built one night. And they had the outside walls up. And so we spent the night inside the church, sleeping on cots to keep an eye on it, to keep looters from coming in and stealing stuff. And Dad said, now Dad's a Navy man. Dad is career Navy. He was World War II Navy all of his life, damn near. And, you know, and according to him, I was dreaming in my sleep, and I'm sitting there going, I'm able to tell how to draw the sails, how to tie them off, how to rig them for fast running, and I'm just, you know, I'm boom 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 boom, and Dad said, man, I you got everything right, you got everything absolutely right, and I'm like, wow, really? He's like, yeah, you got it all right, man, everything come out perfect, and I'm like, holy shit, you know. That was really weird, but you know, that's one of those things, you know. But he said, "Man, I just going at it, buddy. I'm rigging the sails, and I'm setting the jib, and I'm doing that, you know, and I'm just." And he's like, "You got everything absolutely perfect," and I'm like, "Wow, damn." So that's saying something, you know. Now how did I have all that? Now how did I have all that information? How did I know all that shit? Well, probably a past life. You know, I mean, now I do read a lot of books, and I do watch a lot of television, and I do watch a lot of, you know, infomercials and History Channel and shit like that. So, you know, it could be that I picked all that up. But the only problem with that is this was back when I was a little boy. So, you know, that was long before I did all my research. Well, I did do some as a boy, but, you know, that was for different. That was for like dinosaurs and shit like that, you know. But yeah, Dad said I got everything right. Got all the knots right. Got the rigging right. Got the sails set right. Everything was set perfect. He said I got it all right. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, I get it, Josh. You think that you can do so much better than me, and you think that I'm ugly or whatever. Well, you know what, Joshy, I see you for who you really are now. You're arrogant, you're cocky, you're conceited, and you don't like me, I know. You don't like me, you find me ugly, you don't love me, you never loved me, and you never want me, you never want my babies. You think you're gonna find someone hotter than this, Joshy? Well, good fucking luck!
Quiet! Up!
I'm not doing anything!
Father and I are trying to sleep.
Yeah, and I'm whispering!
No, you're not.
Yes, the fuck I am!
No, you're not.
I'm fucking whispering!
No, you're not.
Yes, the fuck I am!
What is wrong with you?
That's it, I'm moving the fuck out of here! I'm moving in with Josh! Fuck this! What up? Social media, Facebook, YouTube. I seeing Jessica again? I don't know, Tubes. You know, now that my dry spell has ended with Jessica, I feel like it's like one and done. She ended my dry spell, and for that I will be forever grateful, but I honestly feel like my confidence has grown since then, and I feel like I can get whoever the fuck I want. So, any ladies of Casper, Wyoming out there watching, well then, you know, I am available. Hurry the fuck up! Come the fuck on! I want some fucking service around here!
Yes, how can I help you?
Can I get some mead?
Oh, we'll be serving meat with our in-flight meal. Chicken or beef?
No, mead, you dumb fucking bitch! Mead! With a D! D for
I'm sorry, mead?
Yeah, the drink.
I'm sorry, ma'am, we don't carry mead on this airline, but I can offer you an array of soft and alcoholic beverages.
This is unacceptable, and I'm calling corporate as soon as we land!
Okay, you can find the number for corporate in your booking email.
You know, if I were you, I'd be very concerned about my job right now. I just so happen to be dating the most famous person in Casper, Wyoming.
Dick Cheney.
No, you idiot, it's Joshy. He said that my tastes like Wendy's, and he's gonna get me pregnant. Don't be jealous.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. Can I please be moved?
I'm so sorry. All the other seats are taken. Sorry.
Great.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I bothering you?
I'm just trying to read. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm just trying to read. You know what? You're a loser, and I bet you live in your mom's basement. I know goth chicks like me. I know they think I'm hot, and I know they want me. So you can't tell me otherwise. And if they don't want me, that's fine, because I'm not a sicko and I'm not going to force them to be with me. But all I'm saying is they'd be fucking mad not to. You know, my trolls are so mad, obviously, that my dry spell has ended, and theirs hasn't yet. So I'm going to offer them some advice. You know, you gotta be tactical about the way you dress and present yourself. So I wear goth clothing. But it's not just my clothing that's tactical, it's also my soap that I use, and my teeth, they're tactical too. And also, surprise! Fuck! Hey, Joshy. Jessica, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm sick and tired of my parents always pushing me around. Get a job, Jessica. Move out, Jessica. Well, how can I get a fucking job if I need a live stream setting fire to a bag of Funyuns? God! Oh my god, how the fuck long are you gonna be here for? I don't know, forever? Or until you build your clock tower mansion and we can get the fuck out of here! Jesus fucking Christ. Oh yeah, Joshy, but I'll bet if I were one of your OnlyFans girls, you'd be fist pumping the fucking air right now! You know, this is my dad's place, Jessica, it's not like before. Oh yeah, well, tough shit. Ow, fuck, my toe! Fuck, this is the second time you fucked my toe, Jessica. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. What are they doing in there? I suppose I better make sure they're okay. Hello? It's pretty late, and the music's quite loud. Josh?
Some mead, look at that. It's foaming up, but it could foam up better. I'm a bit worried that I didn't add enough yeast to the mead the first time around. So now, giving it time to ferment with a 48-hour yeast, I'm going to add some 1118. But I want to crack the wine, this Skittles mead, and just have a sniff and see how it's doing. Oh my goodness gracious. That smells like straight alcohol, dude. That smells good. Oh lordy, look at this. The Skittles are practically almost dissolved. This just straight smells like Skittles alcohol, dude. Not gonna stunt. But it looks like I definitely added enough yeast to it. And that yeast is about to die when it's completely done fermenting. So we're gonna add an entire packet of 1118. Maybe we can spike the alcohol content a little bit. And as that yeast dies, we'll give it some fresh yeast to nutrify it. But I'm not gonna stunt with you, YouTube. As soon as I fucking cracked the lid and took a sniff, it definitely smells like some delicious homemade alcohol is being made. Give you a Skittles mead update. Go ahead and stir that around town. So we might slightly increase the percentage by adding that extra packet. But we just want to make sure that this Skittles mead is doing its thing and it's getting what it needs. Like all the sugar and the honey at the bottom is definitely dissolving with the Skittles and giving this homemade mead what it needs. That makes me a happy cobra when I can smell the alcohol coming out of the jar and I haven't let it ferment for the full. Because I'm going to be unboxing this or trying this mead next month. I'm going to try a lick real quick. Oh my fucking god. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful fucking mead, YouTube. And here's the thing of it. I was getting a bit worried because when I pitched the original yeast, I was worried that I didn't have enough. But based off my research here, I definitely had enough, because as soon as I cracked open the jar, I could smell it. And like, you know, throwing a little bit more of that yeast in there. It's a different strain. So, yeah, I'm just gonna grab some tape, craftily tape up the cracked lid here. Got that painter's tape. Now, the only reason I use tape on the wine making lid is because there is, unfortunately, I did slightly crack the lid in the process of making several batches. I was worried because of the foam wasn't foaming up like it normally did with the other batches that I've made. But when I was mixing it around, had a sniff test and a lick test, if you want to call it that, it's definitely fermenting into alcohol. Like, I'm gonna have like Skittles flavored mead. And since mixing it, you can see like the Skittles are all dissolving. YouTube, I'm liking the results that I'm getting from my Skittles mead. And believe me, I've done my research. I watch a lot of YouTube channels that make their own homemade wine. It's pretty straightforward. You add yeast, liquid, sugar, you get alcohol. I opened it to sniff it. It definitely smelled like alcohol. And I was like, yeah, that's tasting like some fucking alcohol, dude. So realistically, I did not need to add the extra packet of 1118 yeast. I'm not complaining. So sometimes it does what it's supposed to do and doesn't give you the reaction that you're used to, kind of thing. And it's just another fun way of, you know, making wine. And this is the Skittles mead that you saw me flexing on YouTube. Just a little, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get excessive with it or start chugging it because it's not done fermenting. If anything, I'm just checking on the progress of, oh yeah, look at that fermentation line. It definitely tastes, it smells like alcohol, dude. So have I crafted a delicious Skittles mead? Well, I'm working on it. Like, straight up, when I licked my mixing spoon, which probably isn't the most sanitary of things, it tasted like Skittles alcohol. I'm not gonna... Oh yeah, man. People are craving these updates. I want to stick this back in my fermenting space. Based off of the results that I just got in the last two videos, I'm extremely happy with the way that Skittles mead is turning out. Let me take you on this journey real quick. Go into my YouTube room, close that. Who's that asshole right there? It's Sean, everybody. But there's the Skittles mead. Got it going and flowing, man.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah. Why do you think one of the reasons I want my goddamn inheritance for is so I can pay off them goddamn student loans and restore my credit? And I can't do it as long as they got my fucking money. I want my goddamn money and I want my kids back. I want to live a normal fucking life instead of barely existing, which is what I'm doing now.
How's just you personally? Anything special happening? Anything going on?
No, nothing.
Have you been thinking about doing the planes yet, or?
No, haven't thought about it. Until I can get the Frost thing handled, yeah, we gotta deal with the Frosts and get that took care of. Get my inheritance back, get everything, hopefully get the kids back as well, and then everything will be just fine. Obviously, I'm hoping that I win the lottery so that I'll have the money to do those things. Because apparently, you need a shit ton of money in order to get shit done in this world, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes.
Every time they bring him up on charges prior to now, she has paid him out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when they took the kids the last time, she paid so that he could get those kids back. She paid the lawyers. She paid the fees. She paid it all. That's why he's not in jail, because she has bailed him out and paid him out of every mess he's ever got in. Probably the truth of the matter would be, in my opinion, that he doesn't have any money to pay a lawyer, and nobody's going to take his cases, because all they got to do is talk to him for 5 minutes till they realize he's mental. He went to Southwestern Ohio College. He never finished. He doesn't even have a 2-year degree. I saw the paperwork because he still owed a student loan. Southwestern Ohio College closed, is no longer even there. So that's why he touts that he got that degree, because nobody can disprove him. And he never went to real estate school.
I'm an idiot.
He thinks Larry is manipulating Alice when it's just the opposite. He's the one who has been manipulating his mother ever since her dementia got so bad.
John, I have outstanding student loans that are, 15 goddamn years old? My $8,000 student loan from years ago is now worth $75,000.
They can't come after you for the money. You can't go to prison because of it.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but if they found me now, they would arrest me.
You can literally never pay that money, and they can't do nothing about it.
They don't care about that. They don't care. They'll throw you in jail.
Obviously, they haven't came after you. Obviously, you're not in prison because they can't do nothing about it.
I know. They don't
in the United States, you cannot go to prison for not paying your bills. That does not exist in this country.
Well, I beg
you can go years not paying your medical bills. You can go years without paying your credit card. You can go years without paying your electric, and they can't do nothing. Now they can harass you with creditors. And they can keep on harassing you and doing that, but they can't physically put you in prison for it.
If you don't owe them money, how the fuck are they going to collect on you? That don't make no sense.
Exactly. They can't collect on you.
But here's the thing. But that's a different animal. What I'm talking about here, okay, when you're talking about what I'm talking about, okay, I ain't got no credit. My credit is shot to hell because then student loans is outstanding. All right.
That's different. Yeah. Well,
I can't buy a home. I can't buy a car. I can't buy shit.
That's correct. Well, I'll tell you this though, you can still buy a used car. You can't buy a new car.
Yeah, if I buy it off some damn dude in a dark alley somewhere.
There's no fucking way that an $8,000 student loan nowadays is $78,000, especially when that loan's from 1980.
Solar Marshall, what they done? They kept selling it.
What year is it from? 80 what?
Hang on, but the year is unimportant. What they
40
done?
fucking years old.
What they done was they kept selling it to other holders,
creditors. They keep changing the different creditors.
They kept selling it to other creditors, and when they sell it to another creditor, they charge $3,000 plus the taxes, plus the fees, plus
whatever they want. It's whatever they want.
And so it just keeps dogpiling up.
Right, but you
so
can,
that initial 8,000 is now 78,000. Huh?
Dude, the creditor can say, "Well, your 5,000 student loan is now 500 million." It don't matter what they think; you just don't pay it. Tell them to go fuck themselves.
But now my credit is shot to hell, though.
Well, okay.
So if I want to buy a house, or if I want to buy a car, or a boat, or something important, I can't do it.
Fine, you do know if you rent out your trailers, your credit score will increase because you're bringing in income.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it doesn't. Renting out property have
I think
every time you pay the electric bill, every time you pay your cell phone, every time you pay the rent, every time you pay mortgage, that adds a little bit of your credit.
I don't
It
think
adds
so.
a little bit.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's not much,
Credit,
but it's
credit
not
is
much.
created.
When I
Credit
use,
is created.
I have
No,
about
my
3
understanding
credit
of
cards.
credit. My understanding of credit is that credit is created by you going out and purchasing something on payments. That's how you create credit.
Right, and then they charge you interest every month, and then you pay interest, and then that builds
Paying your bills
credit.
on time is paying your bills on time is important though also. But
When was the last time you got a letter in the mail saying they want money for the student loan debt? When was the last time?
Ago. Not that long ago.
He sets up the
What do you mean by
85,000,
not
so
that
that
long
be real
ago?
soon.
78,000. But yeah, they sent me a letter not too long ago. Obviously, I can't pay it because I don't have my fucking inheritance because the goddamn motherfucking Frost stole my fucking money.
Vaughn, even if you get your inheritance, don't pay it. Don't pay it. You don't have to pay it.
No, I want my credit history restored, dude. You can't restore your credit history if you got a $75,000 loan against you. It has to be paid off.
True, but I mean, build your credit some other way.
Hey,
That's a waste.
15 million in fucking jars ain't credit. Let me tell you something. 15 million in fucking jars in the fucking kitchen ain't fucking money, ain't credit either, bud.
No.
So Vaughn claims that these multi-millions, we'll say $32 million, we'll just round it at one of the numbers, right? 50 million, 10 million, whatever. He thinks is owed to him so he can pay off this fucking loan so he can get a mortgage. Like, what would he give a fuck? He'd just buy a house cash. He could buy everything cash. What would he need fucking credit for, ever?
I can pay off that goddamn student loan with it. Now, can't I?
Yeah.
Why do you think one of the reasons I want my goddamn inheritance for is so I can pay off them goddamn student loans and restore my credit? And I can't do it as long as they got my fucking money. I want my goddamn money and I want my kids back. I want to live a normal fucking life instead of barely existing, which is what I'm doing now.
You got credit. If you own the
I
house,
do not have credit. I guarantee if you run my credit score right now, it'll be fucking negative digits. I guarantee.
And you own that house?
That doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean a damn thing.
It's impossible for you to have bad. I would, if I had to guess, your credit score is probably 550, 600.
Dude, if he owned that house,
hell would you think I have good credit?
Why?
Why would you think I have good credit? Wait a minute. Why would you think I have good credit?
You pay all you're caught up on all your Vaughn. Student loan debt is the only bill that you have. That's the only bill that you got.
That's true. That's the only one I have.
Right,
but that's bad enough.
Got hundreds of other bills that you pay. You pay your phone bill, you pay your electric bill, you pay your cable bill.
And I'm telling you, those don't have any impact on that at all.
It does. I keep up with my credit score. I know how it works. I got up 20 points by paying my
let me see if there's a free website that lets me check my credit score.
Dude, I got 20 points on paying off one of my credit cards. I know how it works. My credit score is about 550 myself. You're probably around the same thing like me. Go check your credit score right now. Go to one of these websites.
That's what I'm doing. Totally check your credit for free. That's what I'm doing.
Expedia, yeah. Go to Expedia.com or whatever it's called.
Experian.
Yeah. Go there. Put your name. Say you're James Helton, your social security number, and I guarantee you it's at least 500. How's that? I guarantee it's at least 500.
We'll see.
Solar Marshall's credit score is probably 600. Solar, what's your credit
way
score?
higher
600?
than that.
You don't know.
I have good credit, man. Trust me.
Okay, yeah. I'm just saying for those who are watching,
fucking people like Vaughn that don't pay my goddamn bills and sit around don't work. I fucking work and shit. The reason why he don't have any credits because he hasn't fucking worked in 40 years. No offense, but that's the truth.
Well, anytime you want my lymphedema, and I get your good legs in return, I'll gladly swap you.
But Vaughn, what I'm saying is part of the reason why your credit's bad is because you haven't had a job in a long time. That's part of it. Let's face it.
Like I said, man, anytime you want to swap legs, you can get my shitty legs. I get your good ones anytime, bro. Just say the word.
You get plenty of jobs you can sit on your ass and do.
No, there is not. And I proved
Sure
that
there
in a
is.
goddamn court of law.
Well,
Because
you
court,
know there is.
my
My fucking
fucking
sister
family
will
court
make
down here tried that shit with
$150,000
me.
a year
Oh
sitting at
yeah,
home
you
doing
can
her
go get
fucking job.
anything you want. Yeah, bullshit.
Right
dude.
on.
Well,
all he
Vaughn, you
does
can
is
get a
sit on
job
his
in
ass.
3D modeling. You're pretty good with that.
You'd be good with computers. You could
3D
definitely do
modelers
something,
are a
Vaughn.
wash.
Like, I don't even know how to do it.
There's a lot of
Well,
jobs,
what a shock.
especially since
We couldn't
especially
find.
since
Are you
COVID.
listening to me? We couldn't find your info. Experience says we couldn't find your fucking info.
Well,
Wow,
then
what
you
a
must
don't
not
do it
have.
that way. You go to
Then
the
you
school.
What a
Vaughn,
shock
you must
that
not
is.
have any debts.
We couldn't find your fucking info. What a shock!
must not
I
have
am
any
You
so
have to call the
surprised
school
by
that
that
you're
answer.
indebted to.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Fucking weirdos that broke into my friend insulated.
What's going on, Cyraxx?
Marty, you said I just wanted to drop by to say something to you, which is bye, because here real soon, even though you don't know it, you, William, and N-word Boy are going to be leaving the platform.
Oh yeah.
So I just dropped by to say goodbye. Good luck to you.
Anything to do with Shannon?
And I hope you guys have shitty lives for the
Does
rest
this
of
have
your
anything
life.
to do with Shannon, Cyraxx? You look drugged.
See you later, dude.
You look out of it. You look
I
fucking
hope that you know. I hope that you and your boy
Does this have anything to do with Mrs. Kelly?
and stop to listen. I hope that
It does,
you
doesn't
shut up and listen, boy.
Yeah.
I hope that you, Edward Boy, and William have
I've
a
already
shitty
spoken
rest
with
of your
her.
lives because here real soon, you guys
I've already
will be
spoken with Kelly, Cyraxx.
you guys will be off the platform very, very soon.
No, that's not what she says.
So I mean, yeah, I told you the end was coming for you, and you didn't want to listen, and
Apparently
it's
it's not,
finally
though.
here.
What's the matter with
It's
tonight?
here. It's here.
What's going on with
it'll
you?
it'll be hitting you guys sooner than you think, man. So
Dude.
good luck to you. Have fun and
You're
hope you
so
have
fucking out of it,
and,
dude.
and I hope that you have.
You need help,
I
man.
hope you have a shitty rest of your
You need
life.
serious help. How bad is this
Do
video?
you hear yourself? You
Yeah.
sound like a shit salesman full of samples.
A
You
shit
sound
salesman
drunk,
full of
dude.
samples.
You sound fucking.
You sound wasted as fuck.
Yeah, me wasted. I'm fine,
Yeah.
bro.
Dude. I
The
don't
only
even think
wasted
you're
one
right now.
here is you.
I mean, I'm getting there.
I
but you
mean,
look
like I said though. Good luck to you, William, and N-word
What, they
Boy.
give you like a bunch of Benadryl or something?
So, like I said,
You're so gone.
your end is
You can't even
near,
open your
Nick.
eyes.
Your end is near, Nick. I
You
tried
can't
to
even open
warn
your
you.
eyes. Look at you.
Good luck in
You
life,
can't even open
fat
your eyes.
ass.
Wow. What the fuck?
We'll be right back after these messages.
I'll get back to you. I'll mute and you hold on the fort. I'll come back.
Okay, I got it. I got it, man. I got everything. That's good. Let's me. We can watch it. We can watch you cook. We can't hear you, but we'll watch you cook. We can watch you cook it. It don't matter. We don't need audio. We can just watch you cook it. It'll be fine. And I can drone on with endless dribble. I can drone on with the endless dribble. That's an awful lot of fat. You really ought to cut off a lot of that fat off of there, John.
The fat's the best part, man. I love the fat.
Oh, well, okay. Never mind then. Never mind then. All right. I do got to admit, I kind of like chewing on it too. Till it gets hard. Then it ain't no fun. It'll get kind of hard and spongy, you know, and then I don't like it. Cut off a chunk of butter. Yeah, throw it in there. Yep. Certainly. Certainly. Yeah, I'm thinking that CERN turned their machine on and something got altered because, you know, I've had people message me privately and say, hey, is something off? Is the timing off on stuff? You know, has things been rearranged or something? And you know, and they explain their situation, and I'm like, well, you know, it seems like, you know, things may have been altered in some way. And you know, every time they turn that machine off, see, it runs through a D-Wave computer, and that D-Wave computer alters reality.
For some reason, I can't make it long way. I only can do up and down. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. That's really bizarre, isn't it? Huh. I don't know why. I want to know why everybody's always bitching, trying to make a fool out of me. I want to know why everybody's always bitching, trying to make a fool, trying to make a fool, trying to make a fool out of me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're not gonna season. You're not gonna season it? What the fuck? Yeah, I guess he's gonna season it. I don't know. Maybe you don't like pepper. I mean, some people don't like pepper. It just depends. Maybe some people don't like pepper. I'm not a big pepper fan, unless it's Dr. Pepper. Ha ha. Anyway, that's looking good, Johnny boy. Looking real good, man. Looking real good. Now make sure you got that. That has to get up to 165 degrees Fahrenheit in the center. Whether you cook it through or not is irrelevant. But it must get to 165 degrees in the center of that meat. That is a massive, massive requirement. So, like I said earlier today, you have to make sure your meat is thoroughly cooked. If you don't, you could get bad sick. Bad sick. And if you don't cook certain meats, certain types of meat, and you don't cook it, you could die. So, be very, very careful when you're dealing with certain types of meat, especially. But any meat, you want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. It's got to get to 165 degrees Fahrenheit in the center of that meat, whatever that meat is, be it a hamburger, a steak, whatever. Got to be 165 degrees. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, 160 in the middle. Yeah.
165 in the middle. Yeah. You got one of them little probe thingies.
165, man. That seems like that's awful red inside. I mean, awful like black.
Well, that's what everybody says. It's got to be 165 in the center of that meat in order to be legit. That's what they're saying. So I can only go by what they say. So that's what I do. Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out.
I just got to say, it was just the other day I fixed myself a nice fat ribeye. I did some roasted potatoes with wild leeks. I went out and got wild leeks. If you don't know what those are, that's kind of like a Spanish onion, wild. It's got a bulb. It's almost like a garlic. And some stuffed peppers stuffed with like ground pork cooked up in the oven, and some corn. And it breaks my heart. I know I've had to do it, but it breaks my heart when I see a steak not cooked on a grill, pan fried. I know it can be done. It's all right. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, even for God's sakes, get a George Foreman and do that up.
Moving out.
He's like bathing it in its own grease.
And hopefully everyone will be fully clothed. That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh, I already have autonomy disabled. What about that?
Almost as sexy as this steak, man. Oh, man, I can't wait to dig into this. Oh, man. Oh, I like the color, man.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, wow. I like that. It's like a club. It's like a nightclub.
It is. It is indeed. And then we go upstairs here.
Wow,
and
that's like a fucking nightclub in there, man.
And I got three big tables here. Now I'm gonna have some banisters here, obviously, so you don't go and,
It's raw, come on! It's raw! It's fucking raw!
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right. So we're live, people. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of King 9 videos lately. And I see King Autotron has been running his cocksucker again. Yeah. See, I despise Autotron. You want to know why I despise Autotron? Because back in 2020, when the trolls were riding my ass hard and heavy, and I said, and they were bitching at me because, oh, emo does this and emo does that. And I said, well, I was born blue and with brain damage. You know what Autotron's stupidity response was? Well, emo, if you have brain damage, you have no business being an auditor. Only people with a brain can be an auditor. You know what? And I say, fuck you, Autotron. I said, fuck you 4 years ago. I'm saying, fuck you 4 years and 4 years later. I have the same constitutional rights as you do, you worthless scumbag. Autotron is a worthless scumbag. Yeah, so he believes he's an auditor. He wants to be this big and bad fucking auditor. But he believes that disabled people don't have the right to the Constitution. Because that's basically what he told me. He believes that disabled people don't have the right to wear and to carry guns. He believes that disabled people don't get the right to go out and audit for said rights. Because the guy's an imbecile. Just because I was born with brain damage, I told you this 4 fucking years ago. You have no right to tell me I don't belong as an auditor. Okay? And now you're being a piece of shit with King 9 David. Because you're a piece of shit then, and you're a piece of shit now. You enable Faggoty Andy to do what Andy does, right? You're Andrew's little fucking faggoty pet. You're his fucking faggot enabler. And God help you, Autotron, if I ever fucking find you. Okay? Because you've been on my hit list ever since you ran your cocksucking mouth and told me I didn't have the right to the Constitution. No, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. So I've watched 4 fucking videos now on King 9's fucking channel, and I thought I would chime in about what I think of Autotron. He's a worthless fucking loser. That's what he is. A worthless fucking loser. And just because I was born with brain damage, I have every right to go out and audit just like you do, piece of shit. I told you this 4 years ago. I'm telling you again. The only reason why Andrew has power over anybody on YouTube is because you faggots like you watch him. Faggots like you enable him. So, you want to know who the real piece of shit is, Autotron? It's you. That's who the real piece of shit is. It's fucking you. Do you got me? Do you got me? You're a fucking piece of shit. You'll always be a homeless fucking piece of shit. So there's a little trip down memory lane that don't remember the fucking emo versus Autotron fight, but yeah, this audacity had the nerve to come into my fucking panel and say because emo was born with brain damage, he don't have the right to be an auditor. He don't have the right to be on the internet. I have just as much right to go out and audit, and I have just as much right to be on the fucking internet. Now, Nemesis was telling me about a chat room he was in recently where somebody said, well, if Rick Berry is that disabled, he shouldn't be on the internet. No, bitch, that ain't your place to judge. If you don't own YouTube, you don't get to tell people who belongs on YouTube and who doesn't belong on YouTube, because I'm fucking sick of that one too. I'm tired of that card being played. Autotron, go fuck yourself, like I told you 4 years ago to go fuck yourself. Ruthless piece of shit. And leave King 9 David alone. You worthless fucking piece of shit. Oh, and by the way, if you notice that this video is playing in my Gmail, yeah, I got a little app that turns all my subscriptions into email notifications, and then I'm watching my fucking videos in Gmail, so I don't have to be inundated by ads. Yeah, because Google wanted to fuck me, I'm gonna fuck Google at every twist and turn. How do you like me now, YouTube? Like I just said in Rebel's room 5 fucking minutes ago. This ain't YouTube anymore. This is evil troll tube. That's what this place is. Evil fucking troll tube. Or theft tube. You make the content, we steal it. We make money and you don't, tube. Because we all know that's been going on. And the only reason why Andrew and the Geek Room and all these and Mr. Hum on my dick, the only reason why they're popular is because they got fucking faggots like Honest Abe following their fucking channels instead of being in my chat watching my fucking videos. Now, where's fucking faggot Honest Abe? He's in Andrew's room. He's in Hum on my dick's room. Okay, he watches my content on these people's channels who steal my fucking content. It's people like that. Is why these fucking faggot trolls have power. If you guys would just turn your backs on them and you wouldn't watch these fucking assholes anymore, they wouldn't have no fucking power. Just saying. Just stating it plain. Well, I'm not going to stay on here too late because it's after midnight and I don't want to wake up the whole fucking house. But I thought I'd just chime in on this King 9 and fucking Autotron thing. Autotron was a piece of shit to me 4 years ago. Autotron's still a fucking piece of shit. How dare you tell me I don't have the right to audit because I was born mentally retarded? Fuck you, Autotron. Fuck you and the horse you rode on. Fuck you, Andrew. Fuck all of you. Fuck. Then these people wonder why I get so fucking pissed off. But that's the great big ball of wax, and if you can't speak freely, you're simply not free. But emo, you ban everybody. How can you be an auditor when you don't give the trolls free streets? So, oh yeah, so I'm supposed to let the trolls have free speech where they can come in the room and say scammer, 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 scammer all the time. Payback lady die, payback lady die, payback lady die, payback lady die, payback lady. I'm supposed to allow that in my room. Diapers, diapers, diapers 100 trillion times over and over and over again. Right? That's why I block people, by the way. And that's why you faggots don't get freedom of speech in my fucking room. So, Autotron, like I told you 4 years ago, go fuck yourself. Please. Please do. You know what, Autotron? I'm going to tell you. You know what they have just for you? Because I've seen it one time on the internet, and I was like... are you fucking kidding me? Do they really make this shit? Yeah, they really make this shit. They make this fucking shit that you can go to an adult toy store and make a copy by molding the shape of your dick. Yeah, you can mold the shape of your dick and make a dildo out of it. And then it even says in the advertisement of the thing, yeah, duplicate your own cock so you can literally go fuck yourself. I think Autotron needs one of those kits, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody needs to send Autotron a dick molding making kit so he can make a mold of his own fucking dick, a carbon copy of his own dick, and then literally shove it up his ass and literally go fuck himself.
Well, emo, this is probably gonna get flagged because you're being over the top with fucking sexual graphic. They make it. It's called Mold the Dick Kit. They've had them for years. The only reason why I know this is because one of my buddies who's dead now, one of my buddies by the name of Zen Archer on YouTube, he was a famous YouTuber, but on the side, he ran a sex toy shop, and he's like, emo, check out my toy store. I mean, there's all kinds of stores, toys over there for the straight and homosexual. You might find something you like. And I'm browsing his website. This is about 10 years ago, and I came across the Mold Your Dick Kit, and it was literally in the description: mold and make a copy of your fucking dick so you can literally fuck yourself. That's what Andrew needs. That's what Andrew and Audatron need to do. And maybe Mr. Hum on his dick can do that too, because maybe he needs a little action up his asshole. So this is not YouTube anymore. Action up his asshole. This is not YouTube anymore. This is Evil Troll 2. That's what it is. It's Evil fucking Troll 2. Or Death Tool. We can steal your content, and there's nothing we can do about it. Because we're too much. Because Mr. Hum is too stupid to make his own content. He must be more retarded than I am, because at least I make my own fucking content. Mr. Hum on my dick can't even make his own fucking content. Andrew Brain can't even make his own content. So that makes him a thief and a retard. And all these other faggots that decide to re-stream me. I dare you, go find a sex toy shop, mold a copy of your dick, Audatron, and then shove it up your ass and literally fuck yourself. Am I being clear? Am I being clear? Emo out. There we go. That finally shut up.
There we go.
We'll be right back after these messages.
So is there any update on the court situation with the Frost, or?
Nothing yet. I've got to get back into circuit court, and I ain't done that yet. So.
Oh, did you file against him, or did he file against you?
Nobody filed against nobody.
Okay.
They're not gonna file against me, bro. Because if they file against me, then I can get a court-appointed attorney, and they don't want that, so they're not gonna file. Because I can get an attorney just like that if they file against me.
Well, I'm pretty sure they got no case anyways. So
they have no case. No,
it's a case about property, or what's it about?
Well, the property. Okay, now the 1015 property he obtained illegally. You know, telling my mom to kick me off the property and give it to him is not a law.
They locked you out of your trailer for at least 1 year, so they owe you 1 year of free internet at least.
Well, they owe me that. Well, they allowed the double wide to become damaged. I mean, the roof is damaged, bad, really bad. It's got to be replaced. Okay, that's what $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 right there. Okay, had they not locked me out of the damn double wide, I would have been here when it started leaking, and I could have got it fixed before it destroyed my damn roof. And so, yeah, they got to pay for that. That was on their watch, so they got to fix it. I don't care what they say. I don't care what kind of damn excuse they come up with. My roof is damaged. They've got to replace it, whether they like it or not. And they're going to give me my $32 million back, and they're going to give me my kids back too, because all that shit was done illegally. And it's all got to come back to me. That's the law. And the law has to be enforced, and it has to be adhered to. But in any event, no, I haven't done anything yet. but things will happen.
All right, and I'll be right back.
Our time is not the God's time. The gods have their own timeline, and it does not jive with us most of the time. So, they're wanting to drag this out for whatever reason. I don't know why, and I'm just, I'm a go along. They've got me tied up to where I can't do anything anyway. I mean, if I could do a spell right now that would end this shit tomorrow. But the thing of it is, it ain't gonna work because they've got me blocked. They've literally blocked me from working on my own shit and got me working on everybody else's shit. For example, if I take sick or something and I want to do a healing spell on myself, won't work. But if John here gets sick or something, I can do a healing spell on him. He'll recover almost immediately. But if I do it on myself, it won't work. Why? Because the gods have blocked me from being involved in my personal affairs. They said they will handle all my personal shit. And they have been. They've been handling everything. They've been handling it all. And I've been watching in amazement how everything is just falling right into place, man. It's amazing.
Well, I'm glad that the gods got my back. That's good. That's a good news to you.
It is amazing how everything just falls right into place, man. It's crazy. It's insane. And but I'm out there taking care of hurricanes and tornadoes and mudslides and rock slides and earthquakes and just all kinds of
Taking
shit.
care of business.
And they are handling all my personal shit. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm letting them handle it. I told them, I said, I feel like a fifth wheel. I feel like it should be doing something. They said, don't sweat it.
They got to unleash you, man. I can't wait, man. It needs to be done.
Oh, if there comes a day when they unleash me and I can do anything I want, it's going to be a very, very interesting situation. Very interesting. It's just, like I said, their timing is not our timing. And I get frustrated just like everybody else, hurry, 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 hurry. Well, they're not in no hurry. They got their timeline of how and when things happen. And I'm just like, okay, I just hang in there. I'm just hanging in there. It's like, I had somebody ask me privately to say, why aren't you losing your fucking mind? And I'm like, because the gods are in control. They told me they were in control. They told me they got this. So I'm letting them handle it. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, letting them handle it. And they'll get it done in their own sweet time. And may the gods be praised, But the only thing they've let me do is go into court and testify and that sort of thing. Other than that, I don't do nothing. I don't cast any spells. I don't have anything to do with it. I don't get anybody else involved in it. I just sit there and let them handle it and smile. And that's what they've been doing. They've been handling it and I've been smiling because I've been winning every fucking case since then, right? Isn't it funny that when the God said, hey, we're going to handle your personal affairs, I start winning all my court cases. Isn't that amazing how that works? You want to know why? Because they really are handling it. That's why. Because they really are handling shit. They've got it under control. Now, I did not win the family court getting my kids back, but what did they tell me on the drive up there? They said, you win no matter what.
That's something bigger at play.
There's something bigger at play. And they said, you win no matter what Judge Harris decides. You win no matter what. Now, I don't know what that means. Couldn't begin to tell you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Weight on that. 32 ounces. 32 ounces of lettuce. I'm going to get the O-ring light, definitely. That's 2 pounds of lettuce. Thank you to donations. You rock because you fed us. How much is this? $3.20. $3.20 for that. And that's phenomenal. That's giant stuff. Yeah. Giant market. Okay. Nobody in here yet. Glittering glow sticks. That's a great name.
That sounds like a spirit animal of mine.
That sounds like a name that you'd call yourself at like a rave.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Glittering Glow Sticks. And he got like neon blue colored hair, you know? My name is Glow Sticks, Glitter, and techno music. Ooh. Anyway, I'm going to let more people come in because I got something to say to somebody. And I'm going to do I don't want to come in a spirit that's not love for the most part. I'm going to do my best, and then I'll see what the spirit wants me to do. If the spirit wants me to be a little bit more harsh, I'll feel that when I'm talking. But I should get the O-ring light because this lighting's weird. Just check on. It's just TV lighting. Yeah, I gotta do the pasta too. You can talk if you want to. Whatever.
I'm playing Animal Crossing, guys, so
yeah.
I don't know what I really want to say while I play it. I get very quiet and in the zone when I play Animal Crossing. You know, I just find this game very cathartic when you're trying to like get your mind off of things. You know, you're just trying to, I guess, reset from all the world's negativity.
It takes a while to boil water.
It does.
And that's just a fact. Like,
oh my God.
Now Zucker's coming right to you.
No. No. Hi. No. No. Go away.
Now Zucker is literally coming in her house. And she is still dressed as
No, I'm leaving. Fuck you.
She's still dressed as...
Yeah, I'm busy. Oh my God. I avoided that shit. Dude, did you see that? Sucker came in my house. He knows. He's letting me know that I know. Like, at first it was...
this is unbelievable. Breaking news.
Well, you could put it on there. It's just like, they ain't gonna see it unless you like... Yeah.
That's incredible.
No, you can't fucking see shit. You gotta, like, expand it. You know?
There you go. That's awesome.
There we go. Wait. There.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't work.
That was an explosion.
There we go.
There was just an explosion.
There's just an explosion and a phone falls down.
This is all spiritual. Like, fucking forget it. Do you realize there's spirit to everything, man? You get that? There's fucking spirit to everything. So that was weird. There was just an explosion outside. And,
we're getting stormed, so we may not be able to connect very well.
No, we're connected fine.
Okay. I'm hot. The humidity's rising. It's about to storm. You feel that shit?
Yeah. All right. So, could I get that maybe?
Here.
Thanks. Vaseline, brought to you by me, Rev. If you have itchy body parts, Vaseline is made for you. All right, you know, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking stupid that I have to deal with somebody that acts like a middle schooler. Because that's what this is. This isn't even high school, okay? Because if this shit was being pulled on my girl at high school, I would have fucking broke her jaw already. Being in juvie. God protected me from that stupidity. So, you think it's funny, you
might
know,
want to turn off that water.
and really cute.
1 minute. It's boiling hard.
Is it?
Yes, I hear it. Okay. Sorry.
You're a Christian, right? Why would you talk about another brother's wife's tits? What fun drugs are we on tonight? I wish something. Not really, nothing. No, nothing. Except caffeine. What's up, Chubby Dubby? Hi, Deanna Rose.
We bought groceries.
Yeah, we got groceries with money. With the money we got today, we got groceries. So that food was had. Let me ask you a question. Gary, do you think it's appropriate to talk about the tits of another woman that's married to a brother? Hey, Butters. Does a Christian man think it's cool and righteous to speak on the areolas and nipples and breasts of another brother's woman? Why are you focused on her breasts? Is it just like a case of where you're so unfucking pathetically bridled in your mind because you need pussy so bad? You have not had a peace since you got saved or something? That's a long time. Do you need that? Well, obviously you do, because you wouldn't be focused on someone's breasts if you didn't. Hell to the no, that's right. Very disrespectful, thank you. Horrible signal where I'm at. Yeah, Butters, it's weird today. We were having major issue. And it's passed, so that's cool. So Shanny's saying sun flares, I think she's right. Or it's China and Russia and they're going to take everything down. Go figure. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I'm talking to a fucking asshole right now. See? I shouldn't have said that. Yes, you should. Why? You're going to see the bipolar come out real bad. But I know I'm wrong to go down that route of that talking like that, because I want to be in love here. It's the heart. I want to be in love. And he'll say to me, you're satanic. Why? Because I have a fucking peace symbol on me, and he'll say it's an upside down cross bent. Cherish has bad signal too. God bless you, Cherish. Hi, Kyla Koo. If you're Christians, why do you talk like gutter rats? Just asking. Cursing somebody and using curses has nothing to do with the word fuck or shit. That doesn't affect God at all if I say fuck. What does affect God is if I say, hey, Rupi Jaida, you're going to hell. That curses you. You see where I'm coming from? Fucking shit is just colorful language. I don't even like breasts, and I couldn't help but notice them. I don't know if she realized how exposed she was. Not that that makes it okay, of course. I don't know what he said, but I'm sure it was bad. It was bad if you're mad. Well, yeah. I didn't even hear it. I don't give a fuck. I had Damon drop me some intel that Shani checked out, and he was talking about her tits. Look, I mean, if you look at, I remember seeing it in the video, and I was thinking that just looks good. She wasn't exposed at all. It was just cleavage. That's all. And her cleavage happens to be a little bigger because she's got very large breasts. So, yeah, this guy Thick Shades on YouTube, his name is Uncle Sam, Thick Shades. He used to say that same type of shit. It's because it's unbridled, pathetically in the need of getting laid males. One of which or two may be gay anyway. Closeted gay. Okay? She wasn't exposed. Good grief. Yeah, exactly. Damon. Damon LaRue is his name. He's a guy that watches Gmans shit, and then he's send me messages, and Shani's looks at him too.
Let me stir the coffee.
Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay.
Hey, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Done.
Boy. Tomorrow.
You can send Kit Kat food if you want. Absolutely. Red, did you get food for the kiddies? They got foods.
Gavin got his gravy.
His Friskies gravy swiller dry food. He loves that. Memorial Day is oh yeah, I forgot Memorial Day. Okay,
that's the fireworks.
That's the fireworks. Thank you.
They're fucking pyros around here.
I totally forgot about yeah, of course. There's always fireworks here. Do you need litter too? Yeah, you could send litter if you want to. God bless you. You know, that's so kind. You love to spoil them? If you want to get them a couple toys. They love toys. Gavin has an orange mouse that he loves. Ugh. And they love catnip. They like everything that the normal cat would love. They love all that stuff. You know, we just can't really afford it ever for them. Sometimes you guys are awesome and help them out, and you're very kind. I basically said what I need to say. Why the fuck do you look male?
Sucker's following me.
Oh, you put a beard on so that, yeah, you could be a male.
Yeah.
So that you won't get raped. I see.
Yeah, I figured if I'm as ugly as I possibly can be, he's not going to get, like, creepy. But he's still freaking following me. He knows he's about to go to jail.
I just it's not cooking. I boiled water, cooked some cavatappi, and drops, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk. I just put Prego on it and heated the sauce up a little bit. Prego. The Prego sauce is so, my God, it's good. Like just out of the jar. You don't need no seasoning. It's just right out of the jar. It tastes amazing. So props to Prego. And Shani got a bunch of salad stuff. So it's salads and pasta. You know, that's a great dinner. I love to cook for you. Well, that's kind. Thank you, Mom.
Oh, yum. I love food. Especially when it's healthy like this.
This guy has no reason to talk about my wife's tits. Other than the fact that he's a pathetic scum that needs to let go of shit. Sorry, see, I did it again. But that's just being a male. Like, you're trying to piss on my territory, and it's my territory. You know? Don't talk about my wife's fucking tits. You get a fucking lead pipe in the face, you know? And I say that figuratively because I'm totally peaceful. I'm not into violence even. A guy grabbed Shani's ass in the fucking store once, and he was a 5 foot tall fucking Mexican, and I could have broke his neck in half. But the Lord protects me from stuff like that. You're just going to go to jail, and why? The honor of your wife. Yeah, I agree. But still, you're going to jail for what? It's fucking stupid. You know, if I knew it really happened, because I wasn't sure it happened, I asked her about it, and she's like, yeah, he literally, like, stuck his fucking hand up my asshole almost.
You know, folks, I'll be really disappointed if there's not a troll account called 5 Foot Mexican in their chats in the near future. That's all I'm saying.
Almost. I'm like, what? Yeah, and then I knew something happened, because I saw her face. She was like, oh, what the fuck is that?
No, I didn't like it.
Desperate pervert, exactly. Thank you, Deanna Rose. Ignore the haters, Red. They ain't anywhere except hell. How do I contact you, Red? Set up a delivery. DM us, and I will absolutely talk to you immediately. Yeah, I was, or after I'm off of here, sorry. Yeah, I was dumbfounded. He kept bringing up her boobs. That's the thing, okay? I'm actually doing this video because of you, Damon, so thank you. He also claims Shady is part of Von's religion. No, Von believes in light beings. He believes in these three beings that he could undeniably, he can't deny that it was like from the creator, and they're three light beings. That is not what Shani believes. Not at all. No. We believe in Jesus. The end of the day, that's all we believe in, is Jesus.
I don't even have a religion.
No. Shani and I have no religion. Because all that religion is a band-aid for what Jesus had to do. Religion is self-justification, which doesn't exist. Not now. It did back in the day of the Jews, and that's why they had Levitical law, and that's why they did sacrifices in the temple and the tabernacle. Was for that purpose.
I am sorry, Wilson has just donated $2. Shani pissed on her territory a long time ago. The couch, the bucket, and all over Jason's face.
Oh, gee whiz. Thank you for joining us, Wilson. And, yeah. Nothing's going to top, I'm sorry, folks, but nothing's going to top him just coming out on the live stream talking about his dad shoving suppositories up his ass. That's just, oh my God.
But that's gone now. It's done away with, and Jesus is it. Do you need hygiene supply? Yes, we do.
Deodorant?
Yes. Absolutely. Body wash, shampoo, deodorant, all that stuff. Brush your teeth. Absolutely all that we need. Yep. It's all good. I know people make stuff up, y'all, constantly. Thank you, Damon. It's being said you guys don't have hot water. Yeah, it is. That's true. Is it a matter of paying a bill? No. It's not the matter of paying a bill, but thank you for asking that.
It's a broken
no, I don't even think anything's broken. The system needs to be serviced, and the guy that my relative trusts here, he'll only use him, and right now he's elsewhere. So we'll be all right. We're
managing.
We do bird baths with cold water, and it's fine. I could tell you didn't want to embarrass you. Wait, you don't have hot water? Do you have plumbing? Yeah, we have plumbing. Absolutely. Don't worry about that stuff, okay?
Yeah,
it's going to be taken care of.
Fixed.
It'll be fixed in time. Don't worry about it.
We're just waiting for the guy to come back.
Yeah, he's out of town. So.
And good for him. This place sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, PA's boring.
Yeah.
It's boring. You can make the best of it by getting a basketball and a hacky sack and going to the park every day, and that's what I'd be doing, I think. That's what I'd be doing. Because that's cool. That's fun. And you meet people. You meet more people that way, you know. I meet new people here. All the friends I had were like, fuck off. You know, that's that. We think you're nuts. Cool. And I probably insulted my one buddy, Mike, because he invited me to his wedding, and I was like, I was just 50 pints drowning in alcohol. So I was like, fuck it, I ain't going nowhere. No. I RSVP'd them and I said, God bless you, and I God bless your union with Stephanie, because they were high school sweethearts, man. That's beautiful, you know. But I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I was too depressed and drowning in booze. So he probably held that against me, and that's fine. Whatever. Rev, you're so nice. You'd make a lot of friends if you went out more. You'd do wonders for your mental health. Yeah, I know. It's cool. It's all right. It is what it is, you know. I go out and I talk to people and you know, I get my socialization, whatever, and I got Shanny. It's cool. I'm really glad you guys listen to what I have to say. Yeah, you're the intel, Damon. And people have tried to fucking slander you to us too, and it's like, fuck you. He's just giving me information of what G-Man's saying. I'm not going to watch G-Man for anything. You know, I let shit go, but if his face is in my fucking face all day, I might not feel that way anymore. So, I'm not going to watch him. You should have friends outside your relationship. It's super. Yeah, I know. Shanny can make friends too. We'd love, but it's just mobility. It's mobility issues. Like getting her to the park is tough. It's going to be tough because everything's a struggle right now with her mobility. Once her mobility is a lot better than it is, then yeah, things could go a little back to normal. Go to the store with each other and stuff. I miss that. Because I'm the type of person to just shop like, what do I need? Boom, 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 boom. Get that, put it in the cart and go. When it's Shanny and me, we could stay there for a while and hang out and just browse, and that's fun. But if she's supposed to lose weight, should she be? Okay. You're close. No more of that. Okay, because I see the way you're going with this. Okay, pug individual here. I'm starting to sense something. So if I start sensing something more with some of your comments, you got about 2 strikes in my eyes right now. Those surgeries she mentioned. Yeah, I know. No. Okay, just be nice. Okay, I can sniff this shit out pretty fast. Okay, so be nice.
Because I'm like a stuffed turkey for Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
MOE has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Get a haircut and a job, Rev. You got Shanny?
Very good. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Folks, we got much more to come.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain. Absolutely. Yeah. I got an itchy trigger finger, but I'm not reckless. Okay? Not yet. Honest question, Rev. How much money for that, to burn that hat? You'd have to fucking fight me. I've gotten like 20...
God, why are you...
20 compliments on this hat. Everybody wants my hat. No. It's Shanny's too. She wears it too. You'd have to fight me. All right?
Like, bro, what
I've
is
gotten
your...
many compliments. It's a stoner hat, man. It's totally...
What is his deal?
I don't know, major sin. Mario. It's like a Mario Wario sketch person or something, man. I went to my grandson's 2nd birthday party. I'm so full. They had brisket and she's 8 months pregnant again. God bless. That's awesome, though. Your grandsons suck at birthday. Brisket's delicious. What I meant is she needs those surgeries on her knees so she can feel better. Yeah, sure. It's very hard to move when you're in so much pain. That's my best answer for you. It's really kind of mean for you, but don't say that, okay? It's all right. It's not his fault. It's not his... Look, you could get really hosed by fake contractors here. Okay, I know all about that. That's why my house was in pretty bad disrepair, because it's hard to find honest people to do shit when you need it. So he is going to do what he wants to do, and you can stop that. There's a few in here tonight that I'm definitely seeing. No. That really sucks for a wheelchair. You get payments. Well, she's on stuff, and it does something, but not everything. And yeah, we're going to get her a nice wheelchair. That's absolute. Yeah, we're going to do that. It's just the doctor. There's so many fucking things. And you're dealing with stuff that's pretty rough. So it's like, a lot of times Shanny don't want to think about it either. Why would she want to? You know? It's very defeating to have doctors tell you you're just going to be in pain until you're 50 and then, oh, you can get surgery. There's nothing good there. It's not good. Question tonight are bordering on too much. Yikes. Yeah, no, I think they're from somewhere. Things take time, and with limited resources, it's even harder. Yeah, Chubby, exactly. Yeah. Once again, brought to you by Vaseline. Some people use it as lube. Bad idea. Agreed. Yeah, cheers. You know, it's crazy. It is what it is, guys. You know.
MOE donated $2 through Super Chat. If Rev were on... MOE donated $2 through Super Chat. If Rev were on fire and I had to pee, I'd hold it.
Yeesh. That's pretty strong. Some pretty strong feelings there, folks. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
No, it's fine. You're you guys that are nice and normal and you're not parasocial weirdos. You see this weirdness. You get it. Because it's not normal behavior.
No.
It's not. Like, we know. And it's not like this hasn't been discussed 15,000 times between ourselves.
It's really...
You know, we talk about that, but brought to you by Exactly. I had to do it, you know, because it's up there, so I'm just going to do what needs to be done. You know, and it's a Vaseline ad. It's not sponsored, but you can if you want Vaseline. Okay. Yeah, it is rude. Thank you, Aaron Ann. You're normal. See, that's like that's a human response. It is rude, but that's why they do it. It's just very deliberate. Like it's not stuff that hasn't been said before, and it's very unoriginal. Let's put it that way. Okay, it's very. I try, Chubby. That's what I wanted to be doing, Chubby W. It totally is comedy. You know, that's what I wanted, is to be basically a comedian. And then they stepped and broke the neck of Jason Avocado's dead character. Thanks, guys. I could do comedy, man, but it's just stupid. And Gary, that's it. I'm done with the bullshit. Gary, there's no reason. Like, you're older than me by a lot, dude. And I feel like I have wisdom on a level that I'm like your dad. Like, you're so fucking simple, dude. You look out the door at, like, girls that were, like, you know, had holes in their jeans, and you're like, you were faking that, I think, man. That wasn't even real. Feeling Diddy shit with you, man. Total Diddy stuff with you, Gary. You were pretty weird. I liked you as a friend and everything. I just thought that you were just a little strange. Maybe bi and hiding it from yourself, which is fine. If you're bisexual, dude, embrace that shit. You're not going to hell because you're bisexual, if you are. Or if you're straight homo, and you don't like women, just admit it to yourself. Because Christ ain't going to reject you. Seriously. I mean that. But you're fixated on her tits. So what am I supposed to do? Well, I'm going to do what I did now. I'm going to tell you, shut the fuck up about Shanny's tits. They're not your tits, they're my tits. And hers. Yeah, you look very mature. Thanks for that, White Wolf. I know what you're saying. I didn't say I wasn't mature even. I'm saying I feel way more mature than him. And you're judging a book by the cover, too. That's pretty dumb. I could be 150 fucking IQ and dress like this. What the fuck do you know? How smart I am. Or am not. Fucking asshole. Major negative fucking energy tonight. So, I'll bless you, Gary. In the name of Jesus, that's done. You're blessed. Yeah, I've been working out, Benjamin. Thanks. I am looking pretty fucking good, man. I'm feeling good, too. I feel good. There's no reason for you as a Christian. But let's be real, dude. Let's be real. Do you use this Christianity? I believe in Jesus a lot. You're using this for your own ego, aren't you? You gotta really admit that to yourself. And admit to yourself if you're attracted to men. I ain't. In any way. That was zero. Okay? Dicks make me go blah. Vagina makes me go Okay? That's where I'm at. Always have been. But you, sir, have the stench of a closeted homosexual, Gary. Free yourself. Admit that you're queer. Come out of the closet. And stop abusing women. Thank you very much, folks.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Unless, oh my God! And here he is again. I got my eye on you this time, Chance. You're not going to let this happen again.
Hey, Marty, why do you want to silence everybody that's on my... My side, motherfucker. Why do you want to know?
Because, Champ, you sent your dick pic to how many girls lately, Chance? Huh? Huh? Who's the pedophile? It sure ain't me, motherfucker. It's you, Chance. It's you.
Chomo pedo Tony, shut up, nigga.
Oh, and another thing. What's got you in your brain that I've been a pedophile since high school? Bitch, please.
Pedo white
Bitch,
trash.
please.
Pedo
I
boy,
was never once was I a pedophile in high school.
White
You
trash,
idiot.
chomo boy.
What you need to do is you need to go see a psychiatrist and see what your IQ level is, Chance.
Tony the Chomo. My IQ
No, you're the Chomo, Chance. You're the Chomo. You're into underage women.
Hey, trailer trash. My
I see you walking
IQ is
forward. I got
far
my
better
eye
than
on you.
yours.
Yeah, lie to me some more. Yeah.
Marty.
Then why are you
Marty,
doing
why
this
do
to
you wanna
Marty?
isolate
Huh?
me,
Why
Marty?
are you doing this to Marty?
Hey, Tony
Huh?
the Chomo,
I know
shut
why
up.
you're doing this to Marty. Because
wanna
you don't
stab
want
me,
Marty
bitch?
to know
You
the
wanna
truth
stab
about
your
you.
Chomo ass,
Chance.
Tony? You want to stab your
Yes,
ass,
I got
Chance.
Chomo
you.
boy?
That's why you're doing this to Marty.
Yeah,
Is
that's
because
what
you
I'm
don't
gonna
want
do to
people
you.
to know the
Yeah,
truth.
Tony. You see that? That's
Oh,
what
and
I'm gonna
another thing,
do, Chomo.
that little
That's
thing
what
you're
I'm
doing,
gonna
it's a
do,
defense
Chomo.
mechanism.
Stab,
It's
stab,
a
stab.
defense
I kill
mechanism.
Chomos.
Chance.
Stab, 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 stab. I stab
No, it's a
Chomos
don't
like
worry
you,
about
nigga.
it. It's a
Go
defense
sit down,
mechanism.
Tony the Chomo.
It's a
Hey, Marty.
defense
Hey, Marty.
mechanism.
Why do you want to isolate me so
I'm
bad,
sorry,
Marty? Why do you
because
want to
you have
isolate
no
me,
friends.
Marty?
You
Marty the
you
pedo
have
lover.
no friends.
Marty
All
the
they do,
pedo
Chance, is
supporter.
buddy troll
Hey,
you.
look, guys.
And
Tony the Chomo.
and And guess what? People have also is giving
You what,
other
Chance?
people
I got my finger on
giving your other information, Chance.
You're a pedophile, nigga.
No, you're the pedophile. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Then why are you sending your dick pic to Marty? Why are you jerking off to Marty's channel? Huh, Chance? Huh? Huh? Why is that, Chance? Why are you jerking off on Marty's channel? Why is that, Chance?
Why don't you unmute CIA, Marty? You fucking chomo-loving simp. You chomo sympathizer. Come on, Marty. Unmute him, you fucking pedo sympathizing little bitch.
What do you want? See a gay hole?
No, unmute him and let him speak, you chomo lover.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
No, it ain't
I'm
fine.
I'm not yelling, Randy.
Fine. You're still alive.
Fuck
and
you,
breathing,
Chance.
pedo.
Go fuck off.
No,
Go take picture. Go send your dick pics to an underage woman,
I don't
Chance.
fuck homos like you. Sorry.
Yeah, well, go send another dick pic to an underage girl, Chance.
That's your job.
You know, we know what you did last a couple weeks ago,
You're not
Chance.
even human, Tony. You're lower than trash. You're a pedophile. You don't deserve a life. You don't deserve.
Yeah, well, neither do you. Come on.
Actually, I do.
Okay, Chance, here's a question.
No,
what's gonna happen when you get in deep trouble?
A pedophile? Why did you openly admit to being a
pedophile? I'm not, Chance. You are.
Oh, no, I'm not. There's a difference, pedo boy. You openly admitted
to come in your beard
since high school, nigga.
No, I'm sorry to say that, but that's not true.
Why is
now, I will admit something. Did I have a crush on somebody in high school? Yes, I did have a crush on when I was in high school. But when I graduated, I never once did I have a crush on anybody in high school after I graduated, Chance. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's game over.
Called Tony the Chomo.
It's not,
doesn't, Tony is a Chomo.
Yeah, pedophiles in high school, that makes no sense. Yeah, Wheeler, I agree. You see what, Wheeler? Here's a question. Here's something. Wheeler, when I was in high school, yes, I will admit, I did have a crush on somebody. But when I graduated, she was a senior. I still talk to her once in a great while. But after I graduated, I never had a crush on anybody. So, no, I'm not a pedophile, thank you, Chance. I'm sorry.
Tony, you can't let him take this one. This is a pivotal battle.
Oh, I know. I'm just letting him mouth off.
Tony the
No, you're the pedophile. You sent your dick picture several times, Chance. Am I not right? Chance? Chance? Oh, and by the way, Chance, clean your penis. Clean your penis, Chance. It's filthy, dirty, and it looks disgusting. Clean it up. Clean it up, Chance. Chance, clean up your penis. It looks disgusting.
Tony the pedo. Get off the internet, pedo.
One ear and out the other. One ear and out the other. You can call me names all you want, but it ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
I stab your ass. You fucking pedo little bitch. No. You need to tell your pedo roommate to get off the goddamn internet. Cause you're
Randy
a
knows
pedophile.
better. Tell Chance that I'm not a pedophile.
Let's have a word from Chewbacca, folks.
Fuck you. He is a pedo. And you're a pedo supporter, you inbred bitch. You're a pedo supporter, you fucking creep. So Tony,
You never call Randy a creep.
you pedophile
Ever,
little
Chance.
motherfucker.
Don't you ever
Fuck
call my
you.
friend a creep.
Fuck you.
Ever,
Your
Chance.
friend's a pedo supporter.
You don't call Marty
Your
a
friend's a
creep.
pedo
You don't call
supporter.
CIA a
Fuck
creep.
you, nigga.
You don't say
Fuck you, pedo.
anything bad to
Your
my
life don't
friends,
matter, you
Chance.
chomo.
This is why nobody likes
a
you.
pedophile, Tony.
This is
So
why nobody
fuck
likes you, Chance. Is all you do is run your fucking mouth and tell people.
Come here and bring it then, you pedophile little nigga.
Come to Billings, Montana. We have an octagon. I'll meet you inside an octagon.
Save your life, nigga. So fuck
I
you,
will.
chomo.
Hey,
Fuck you,
find a
chomo.
ride to Billings, Montana.
He wins.
Call the Grindhouse and tell them that you want to meet a certain boy by the name of Anton Michael Bame Jr.
We'll be right back after these messages.
So guess what, boys and girls? My children were stolen. Literally stolen. You don't steal people's kids, okay? So now somebody's going to pay. You don't steal people's children. You don't do that shit. So they saw that I was potty training a puppy, and they took the kids for that. They said, we're taking your kids. I said, for what? For what? Because I was potty training a puppy. That's the only thing it can be. Because there was nothing wrong. I had a housekeeper. The house was clean. Kids were fine. I was fine. There was nothing wrong. So potty training a puppy is the only reason they could have. Now, I don't know what they told Judge Harris. They could have told Judge Harris the kids were covered in cigarette burns for all I fucking know. I don't know what they told him. And I don't know why he kept granting them authority to come on my property. And what did the gods say? They said there would be a rough patch. And then once we get done with the rough patch, on the other side, everything will be awesome. Everything will be great. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for this shit to kick off and get these motherfuckers their comeuppance and shit. Their timeline isn't necessarily our timeline, unfortunately. I'm like, why in the hell didn't you tell that son of a bitch before he walked into the courtroom with that fake ass will? I guess they wanted to make sure that he gets all of the blame when everything goes down. I guess that's why they allowed it. And then that way, because forging a legal document, man, that's an automatic felony. And the feds ain't gonna give a damn whether he's sick or well. They're gonna throw his ass in a jail cell whether he likes it or not. Because remember, class, he crossed state lines to come down here to do his thing. I'm ready for this shit to draw to a close, and so that and go back to being normal again. And it's one thing to be existing. It's quite another to live a normal life. So, but hopefully we can get that done soon. But anyway, Larry lied to my face, said he had taken medical power of attorney away from me, and he comes in. Now, why did he come down here in an all-fired hurry? He come down here because Mom had snapped out of this damn drug they had given her. See, they were giving her memantine. Memantine is a drug you give to people who have dementia. Mom didn't have dementia. So when you give the drug to a normal person, you actually give them dementia, or you give them the symptoms thereof. So they knew what they were doing. They did this so that she couldn't testify in court, because they know as soon as she testifies and says, hey, I got rid of his ass in 2015. My son's the legitimate executor. Well, see, they didn't want her saying that. She tried, my mother tried 5 times in district court to tell them goons that he wasn't the executor, and she was denied. Her own fucking lawyer named Jake wouldn't even let her speak. Okay, that's sick. That's wrong. But that's the way it goes. And so there we are. But, and now she's dead, so she can't speak. At least they think she can't. We're in for a big shock, though, because she can. And we'll find out how very soon. But anyway, the point is that, they think they won. They think they've succeeded. They haven't. Because there's coming a recompense for them, all of them. Yes, especially Stivers. Because by now, Stivers has to know that James Arnold Frost killed my mother. James Arnold, Larry, and Ronnie Ray, and their significant others killed my mother in cold blood with malice on purpose. Stivers has to know that by now. And the fact that he is still representing those people, well, Stivers goes bye-bye right along with him. But I've got Stivers out of his own mouth slandering, libeling, and defaming my character right there in black and white. And you can bet your ass that's going to be given to a judge. Bet your ass it will. So, it's all good, man. Everything's the reason the gods let this drag out as long as they did is so that it will get to the place to where nobody is going to be able to blame anyone except the Frosts and Stivers. That's the way the gods set it up, apparently. And I will be held completely blameless. They won't be able to say or do anything to me at all. No way. Because I haven't been able to do anything.
I mean, I think like how slimy and evil a person has to be to do the things that they do to defend a group of people, a criminal syndicate like the Frost.
Well, see
family.
that,
Think about that for a second. I understand everyone has a right to a lawyer, but to willingly and consciously be a part of literally a mafia.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that's going to get Stivers. Stivers had to know that the Frosts were over in family court getting my kids taken away from me because
I mean, there's got to be a point where they're admitting to criminal actions. Don't you have to, even as a lawyer, even the client attorney privilege gets thrown out after a while? Where if you're admitting to like giving people, killing them for money, aren't you required by law to like report that and stuff?
Well, here's the thing.
As a lawyer, or do lawyers get away with that? I don't know.
Lawyers don't have to say anything, as far as I know. Lawyers don't have to say anything. It's attorney-client privilege. Yes.
Wow, that's a little crazy. In my
Isn't that
opinion,
sick? But it's true. Yeah, it's absolutely true. But here's the thing.
I believe in people being defended and all that, but if you're admitting the straight out crimes, there's got to be a level.
And again, that's attorney-client privilege. It doesn't have to be registered in the court at all. But here's the thing. Okay, here's the takeaway. Stivers has to know by now, at least, that Frost was in family court trying to get my kids taken away from me so that he could steal this property. Because that's the exact modus operandi for why I was locked out of the double wide. We now have the video, the infamous video, where the YouTube trolls are telling Ronnie Ray, hey, you got to lock him out of that double wide so that he can't get his kids back in November and they can be adopted out. I've got that video, and you can bet your sweet ass that video is going to make its way to every media. It's going to make its way to every judge. It's going to make its way to every place I can think of. The governor, the attorney general, everybody's going. And when everybody watches that video, people are going to start going to jail. Hopefully, Stivers and the Frost starting with them, and then subsequently anybody else that affiliates themselves with them.
Well, this whole thing smells.
Oh, it's sad, man. It's really sad. See, the thing of it is that the kids is the one that suffered the most. They lost their mother. They lost their mother, their father, their grandparents, both sets of grandparents. They lost their childhood. They lost their innocence. They weren't able to have fun. I mean, they'd no sooner go out and start playing out in the yard than here comes CPS with a police officer to take them away. Okay. And and that's another thing too. And that's the thing that's going to get the governor and the attorney general, is because the governor and the attorney general, unbeknownst to anybody, I was emailing the governor and the attorney general everything that was going on, literally step by step, everything that they were doing, everything that Stivers did, everything that Stella House did, everything that the Frost did, and everything that these trolls did. It's all in emails given to the governor and the attorney general. And the fact that the governor and the attorney general sat on their ass and did absolutely nothing, as just, I mean, there's my lawsuit right there. Because they should have acted. They should have stopped this before it drug on for no 15 goddamn years. A model citizen harassed by CPS for 15 years at the behest of a bunch of goddamn terrorists? No, that's not legal. Okay, and the governor and the attorney general should have stepped in and said, hey, leave that motherfucker alone. He's a model citizen. He ain't bothering them. Kids are not in danger, which any moron would know my kids are not in any danger. They've never been in any danger. And what did Amy, one of the CPS workers, tell me to my face? We're taking your kids anyway. I said, you can't do that. That's felony kidnapping. There's nothing wrong here. So we don't give a shit. We're taking the kids anyway. And you know what? They took the kids because they had cops with them. So they took the kids anyway. So guess what, boys and girls? My children were stolen. Literally stolen. And that's going to come back to haunt CPS, and it's going to come back to haunt family court. Bet on it. Bet on it. It will. You don't steal people's kids. Okay? So now somebody's going to pay. And if I got to take it all the way, I will remind everyone the Supreme Court is only 9 hours drive away that direction. It's only a 9-hour drive away. I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I can be at the Supreme Court filing my Maricus beef or whatever the fuck you call it by 12 noon. I can have that filed by 12 fucking noon in the Supreme Court, the real Supreme Court. Tell me I won't take it all the way to Supreme Court. I sure as fuck will. You don't steal people's children. You don't do that shit. We're taking them anyway, she said. Well, what is that? That's theft.
That's evil. I mean, that's beyond just reprehensible. That's beyond reprehensible. I mean, if we lived in a just republic, if we lived in a republic that was just and honorable, that woman would be taken out back. And I quite frankly, honest and frank with you, she would be executed right on the spot. You can't talk like that.
Well,
you can't say that you're going to commit kidnapping in front of God and everyone.
And I told her to her face, that's felony kidnapping. You can't do it. She said, we can do whatever we want. And I said, do you mean you're above the law? She said, yes, we're above the law. 4 police officers. Why 4? Why did they come out with an army of cops? Makes you wonder, right? And me, a model citizen with no criminal record, never done anything wrong. But they come out with 4 cops. And they said, we're taking the kids anyway. I said, you can't do that. There's nothing wrong with the house, nothing wrong with me, nothing wrong with the kids. See you, bye. Get off my property. We can't do that. We're taking the kids anyway. I said, you can't do it. It's felony kidnapping. I said, we don't give a fuck. I said, are you telling me you're above the law? She said, yes. And then
that is just absolutely fucking.
So when I say my kids were stolen, I'm not saying it to hear myself talk. I'm not saying
it's quite literally. They were quite literally
stole the kids. Yeah, they literally stole the kids. And then they come back and take them again because I'm potty training a goddamn puppy in my house. That's not a crime. Even the damn police officer that was there got embarrassed.
Yeah.
He stepped outside. He was so embarrassed. See, they couldn't find anything wrong because I had a housekeeper keeping my house clean. So they couldn't find anything wrong with the house. So they saw that I was potty training a puppy, and they took the kids for that. They said, we're taking your kids. I said, for what? For what? Because I was potty training a puppy. That's the only thing it can be. Because there was nothing wrong. I had a housekeeper. The house was clean. Kids were fine. I was fine. There was nothing wrong. So potty training a puppy is the only reason they could have. Now, I don't know what they told Judge Harris. They could have told Judge Harris the kids were covered in cigarette burns for all I fucking know. I don't know what they told him. And I don't know why he kept granting them authority to come on my property. But I was talking to Tim today. And I said, Tim, in your opinion, what would Daniel Boone have done if he saw them women coming here and stealing these kids over and over and over again? And Tim said that Daniel Boone would have took them women and the police officers with them and hung every one of them in that tree over there. And that's
do yourself some justice. That's what you do.
That's because that's exactly what they would have. That's exactly what they would have done. You can't steal people's children, okay?
I hear, Von Hilton, you're talking shit about me again, huh? I hear that Hilton Stinky is running his mouth on me again, so it's time for me to get on again.
Larry lied to my face, said he had taken medical power of attorney away from me.
Von Hilton, I've never went face to face with you and told you that I had the medical power of attorney, you fucking retard. Don't be telling people that I told you that, because I never fucking did, bitch. And you got something to say about it? Come over to my house and tell me. Come face to face to me.
And if I got to take it all the way, I will remind everyone the Supreme Court is only 9 hours drive away that direction. It's only a 9-hour drive away. I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I can be at the Supreme Court filing my Maricus beef or whatever the fuck you call it by 12 noon.
Yeah, and you're going to go to the Supreme Court? Go for it. Go on and go. Von Hilton, you probably have problems driving to the dollar store, let alone 7-hour drive. Von Hilton, you say that Children's Services cannot come in your house and take your kids. Buddy, they sure can. For one, let's try us back up a little bit. Last year, you said that Children's Services came out there with 2 cops. Yesterday, you say they come out there with 4 cops. Do you know how to count? Oh, I already know that answer. You don't. And Children's Services can take your kids for anything they want, Von Hilton. You cannot stop them. The reason they come out there with cops is because you told the CSB workers you were going to shoot them. They should have arrested you on the spot. You say you're a moderate citizen? Moderate citizens don't prey on children like you do. Don't care what you say. I don't care if Andrea was 18 years old. You were in your fucking 50s almost. That's a child. That is a fucking child. I don't care if she's 18 years old or not.
You know, I'm like, why in the hell didn't you kill that son of a bitch before he walked into the courtroom with that fake ass will? I guess they wanted to make sure that, you know, he gets all of the blame when everything goes down.
You say you're going to get Jim for falsifying a fucking will? Sorry, buddy. No go. Because that will was made by your mother, not Uncle Jim. The only reason your will is working right now for you is because you made your mommy do it when the power of attorney was taken from Jim. Vaughn, you fucking can't even add. So how in the fuck do you remember anything or know anything? You don't know shit but what you think you know.
You don't steal people's children. You don't do that shit. So they saw that I was potty training a puppy, and they took the kids for that. They said, we're taking your kids. I said, for what? For what?
They didn't take your children from because the dogs were sitting there shitting on the floor. They probably took them because your kids was using the shit as soccer balls. Because your house was a pigsty.
I had a housekeeper. The house was clean. Kids were fine. I was fine. There was nothing wrong.
You didn't have a maid, remember? You say you did, but you didn't, because I know your maid. One time a month, you would have your house clean. Sometimes you didn't have them clean for 6 fucking months. And then she tried charging you double, and I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. That's how the guns started disappearing, right, Vaughn? You gave her the guns for cleaning the house. Take it to court, Vaughn. She will go to court. I'm tired of you running your name on the frost. So you better fucking knock it off, Von Hilton. He was a bad parent, and yes, he is lazy as fuck. If it ain't doing something on the computer, he's not doing it. Why you think Andrea left? The reason he's pissed off is the frost is because we know the truth. And now I am out there telling the truth.
The funeral home is not going to have, if you want to send them money, they'll take it, but they're not going to put it towards mom. They'll just say, hey, it's free will donation. Thanks, guys. Bye.
I don't, if they do that, that's a big legal issue for them.
It has to come through me. Right,
They
but
have to be out of business pretty quickly at that point.
They have to know. They have to know that it's coming through me, though. See,
Well,
there's
yeah.
nothing. There's nothing to understand. They want $7,000.
You know, remember the day she died? Nobody can pay for her funeral but him. How to get paid? Sure wasn't him, because I know who paid it. Nobody can do it but him, remember? You can't send that money to the funeral home to take care of it. I walked in there with cash and paid for it, Vaughn Hilton. Vaughn, you don't know.
Tim Davis has just donated $2. Sure thing, Vaughn. Anything you say. You want me to beat up CPS workers? I'll do it. Just pay no attention to why your property smells like cat piss. I'm just really tired. I've been up all night sucking the glass.
Well, I think we know where that one was going. Digging through the Frost garbage, right? Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Oh, shit. Before you start running your fucking mouth about the law and about every fucking thing else, you better go start reading some books, and you better go back to 4th grade and learn how to read. Why did they take your kids, Vaughn? A dirty, nasty house. Not no fucking dog poop.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Come and get your babies.
Roger that.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It ain't even been an hour.
Oh, that's what you think.
It ain't, Ma.
Come and get all three of them.
Okay, I'll come and get them.
Okay.
All right. I don't know why. I don't know why.
He sent his kids over to his mom's house for she can feed them and take care of them while they slept and got on the computer and did whatever they wanted to do. He even had that one out there. What? She's only had them 3 hours. Why is she sending them home? Because they're not her responsibility. It is not your mother's responsibility to take care of your kids, Vaughn Hilton.
You know, it's all good, man. Everything's the reason the gods let this drag out as long as they did is so that it will get to the place to where nobody is going to be able to blame anyone except the Frosts and Cybers. That's the way the gods set it up, apparently. And I will be held completely blameless. They won't be able to say or do anything to me at all.
You know, I think it's so fucking funny he blames the Frosts, the lawyers, everybody but himself. Everybody's problem but his own. They took his kids because he lived in a nasty house and he wouldn't take care of them. He sent the fucking kids to school with mustard all over their shirt. He sent the kids to school with head lice medicine still in their hair. He never combed their hair before they went to school. He never even looked at their clothes before they went to school. He let them dress themselves and send them out the door. While he's playing on the computer, never turned around and looked at them to see if they were decent. They could have went to fucking school naked. He would have never known. When you refuse to let children's services come in your house and see your house and see your children and tell them to get off the porch and you're going to shoot them, yeah, they're coming back the next day with the sheriffs. Yeah, if it wasn't for Aunt Alice, some kids probably wouldn't have ate. Every time they went to her house, she was feeding them. You guys see how nasty Aunt was looking? Garbage all over the floor, right there behind him on that. What do you call that thing? It's like a thing that sits at the end of your bed and you put quilts and stuff in it. Some kind of chest kind of deal. Do you see all that shit that's all over that? That has never been like that. I know Alice is rolling her fucking grave right now because of that house. Well, the properties are his. They're all his. But personally, I think his mom had dementia when she made that will. Or he made her do it. As far as I know, I don't know if he's paying the taxes or not. He's supposed to be paying them. And I hope he ain't, for he loses them. Vaughn Hilton, you say what, we killed her because we let her get that shot? We killed her? No, Vaughn, you killed her. You're the one that left her laying on the floor for an hour. You're the one that left 3 times and then finally came back and went home and called the hospital to send an ambulance. As soon as you walked in, you should have seen her on the floor and went to her phone, dialed 911 and said you needed an ambulance. Because you know you couldn't have got her up off the floor. You should have called the ambulance right there and then. Oh, fuck, you didn't want to do that. Because if you did, your mommy probably still be alive today. And you wouldn't have that house. You wouldn't be where you're at right now. You'd still be over in that other little stinky trailer of yours.
But no, now you're in the big trailer and you're stinking it up and destroying it.
Stivers has to know, by now at least, that Frost was in family court trying to get my kids taken away from me so that he could steal this property, because that's the exact modus operandi for why I was locked out of the double wide. You know, we now have the video, the infamous video, where the YouTube trolls are telling Ronnie Ray, hey, you got to lock him out of that double wide so that he can't get his kids back in November and they can be adopted out. I've got that video, and you can bet your sweet ass that video is going to make its way to every media. It's going to make its way to every judge. It's going to make its way to every place I can think of. The governor, the attorney general, everybody's going. And when everybody watches that video, people are going to start going to jail. Hopefully, Stivers and the Frost starting with them, and then subsequently anybody else that affiliates themselves with them.
You know, Von Hilton says he's going to put Ronnie Ray in jail for changing the locks on Alice's house. Von Hilton, you can't put nobody in jail. The power of the estate has the legal rights to change any lock he wants to on any fucking piece of property that belonged to her. We didn't fucking change the locks to keep you out. We just changed the locks, period. So what? It kept you out. You didn't need to be in your fucking mom's house going through all her shit. You can wait until you get it. Oh, I forgot. You wanted that free internet that was sitting on her table. Surprised you could even see it was there, because you sure didn't see the fucking bank statements sitting on the table, did you? Because if you did, you would have got your dad's will. You would have got your dad's estate. When you didn't get it, your mommy did. Since you stole her $30-something thousand from her, I had to turn that estate in. And I collected it for her, for she had money in the bank. And if it wasn't for me, Von Hilton, when she died and you got that money, you wouldn't have got that $32,000. That was from your dad's life insurance policy, you retard. It wasn't $2 million shots. It was a lousy $29,800. $197 to be something like that. And personally, I can't say it for a proven fact, but I'm going to say it anyways. I think he's been stealing money from her all along, ever since he moved there. Miss Alice moved there in '93, and he wasn't far behind her. She bought the place Uncle Jim's in right now. Then she bought the place that Irvy was in. And her and Big Irvy moved there. And Little Irvy moved into where Jim's at. Okay. Few years went by and she got tired of the old nasty ass trailer she was in. She went out and bought a brand new trailer, which is the double wide that Irvy's in right now. So Irvy went to the junkie trailer. Now she has a home sitting down the street from her, and she don't know what she's going to do with it. She sold it to Jim and Millie. Big Irvy got sick. The insurance company didn't want to cover the whole fucking bill. They wanted Alice to take some of her money and pay for it. And so her and Big Irvy got a divorce. She went and spent $129,000 on the brick home that was right next door and moved him in there. Von Hillen, you don't know shit.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, folks. I was going to do another shanty vid, but because of the time, I'm just not in the mood for more shanty. Let's get into some up-to-date recent John and Vaughn live. We'll hear them sniveling about Trump or something, I guess, for a little bit. I think this is the newest one. Let's go to, actually, John's Rumble page. Oh, I guess that's the newest one. That was a day ago. I heard he goes off around 45 minutes, 43 minutes. Maybe we'll check a little bit of this, and then we'll hear them up here. I mean, I heard today's wasn't good once Sammy comes in. Surprise, surprise. So let's go up a bit here. Somewhere in around here-ish, I think.
But it is. We don't run anything, but we're able to pass laws to throw you in jail. Listen at this. This is so ironic. We don't run anything, but we just passed a law that can throw you in jail. But we don't run your government. What a load. Well, wait a minute.
Right.
If you don't run the government,
We basically can control your government and tell your government to ban speech like we run the world because we don't run the world. That doesn't make any sense.
That's exactly what. That's exactly
my
what
God!
it says. Yeah.
We live in the twilight zone, man.
That's exactly what it says. We're gonna ban anything and everything that you do that we don't like. I mean, literally, that's what it is. If we don't like it, we're gonna ban it. We're gonna outlaw it, and we'll throw you in jail if you don't like it. And it's just that simple. And that's why every Jew needs to be deported immediately. This law being passed clearly shows that it is anti-constitutional. It's against the Constitution of the United States. Even the bastardized version from 1871.
Von Helton just called for every Jew to be deported. Let's back that up. Let's back that up a touch.
And it's just that simple. And that's why every Jew needs to be deported immediately.
Let's just back that up one more second. One more time, folks. Get some context here.
That's what it is. If we don't like it, we're going to ban it, we're going to outlaw it, and we'll throw you in jail if you don't like it. And it's just that simple. And that's why every Jew needs to be deported immediately.
Folks, I just want you to let that sink in for a sec. Okay, let's move ahead.
This law being passed clearly shows that it is anti-constitutional. It's against the Constitution of the United States. Even the bastardized version from 1871, they're even against that. Okay, so they need to be deported. Judaism obviously is not compatible with the Constitution of the United States, and they need to be deported.
Should people hate Jews or say bad things against Jews? No one should say bad things. But it's your God-given right as an American to say whatever the fuck you want.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And them coming out with this law clearly shows that they are committing high treason against the Constitution of the United States, because that's exactly what they're doing. Because remember, folks, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. So if they're coming out against the Constitution, they're breaking the law, and they're committing high treason. Okay, they've committed high treason. They need to be rounded up and deported back to Israel and let Israel deal with them. Every single one of them. Whether you be a physical Jew, whether you be a spiritual Jew, whether you have a Jew crawled up your ass, I don't give a fuck. But you need to get your ass out of here if you're going to go against my Constitution, which says I have a right to speak, which you clearly have just did. Okay, you clearly just did that.
So, just so we're clear, he is calling for the deportation of all fucking Jews. Oh, Vaughn. Not a good look. Not a good look, Vaughn.
You have committed treason against the Constitution of the United States, and you either need to be executed or you need to get your fucking ass to Israel. And I don't care which one. I really don't. I really don't give a shit. Now, the problem is that we have a feckless Congress, a do-nothing Congress, that has their head shoved so far up Israel's ass that they'll never deport these fucking Jews. Even though they literally just violated the Constitution of the United States, they'll never fucking deport them. Ever.
Yeah.
There was a congressman. I got a picture of this, folks. I actually have a photograph of this, where a congressman came to Congress in full Israeli military uniform.
I did. I saw that.
What the flying fuck? Okay,
that's straight out against the Constitution. The Constitution says you can't have allegiance to a foreign nation.
You cannot have allegiance to a foreign power. Correct. That's right. That's absolutely
correct. You can't come out as Israeli military garb. Yeah, that's fucking outrageous.
That's against the Constitution also. That's right. That's what I'm saying. These people are committing treason against the Constitution of the United States, and they need to be immediately deported.
I remember as a kid, we used to have a thing where you put your hand over the heart. He said, "I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, right?
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all." Correct.
Right. You're pledging allegiance to the United States of America.
That's right.
Your allegiance is to this country.
And it's sacrosanct as well. It's sacrosanct.
Sacrosanct, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, buddy.
That's fucking nuts.
That was nuts when I saw that shit. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Hopping horse shit,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine, John? Can you imagine? Okay, it's 1776. Or 17, well, the aftermath of 1776. We just kicked the British back to sea, back to their ships, and away they go, back to England. All right, and they're all gathered around the Continental Congress there in Pennsylvania. And I go strolling through the double doors of the Continental Congress there in Pennsylvania. And I said, hey, guys, I got a great idea. How about we be British citizens and American citizens at the same time? What do you think George Washington, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, John Quincy Adams, and all them other guys are going to do to me?
They would tar and feather your ass and
they would tar and feather me, if not outright hang you.
It'd be like if they held the conference of the Declaration of Independence and Thomas Jefferson comes strolling in dressed like a goddamn fucking Frenchman. That's what it is. Dressed in full fucking French military.
Yeah, see, that would never happen.
What the fuck are you talking? What the fuck are you doing? We're about to become Americans.
Exactly.
No, well, I consider myself French too.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? You can't come to Congress dressed up like a fucking.
This bullshit. This dual citizen bullshit is just that. It's bullshit, and I guarantee you. Oh, you know what? I found it. They call America a great melting pot, right? Right? You've heard that term, the melting pot?
I've heard that term, yeah.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Guess what I found out? I found out that saying was started by a Jew so that they could control the United States. Did you know that?
I know the term was around 1950s when that got popular, yeah.
I think it was before that. But anyway, it was started by a Jew, a Bolshevik.
It might have been by a Jew. It probably
was. It was. I looked it up. It was done by a Bolshevik so that they can control the United States. Because see, if we're thinking we're some kind of stupid ass melting pot, then we're going to let anybody in here: communists, socialists, fascists, Islamists, people that hate the country, people that hate the founding fathers. We're going to let anybody in here. But see, we weren't supposed to do that. We were never a melting pot. That Jew, that Bolshevik, let me be clear, that Bolshevik came up with that term. It was never part of the original iconoclast of Americana. It never was. That was made up by a Jew so that they could control and manipulate this country. And unfortunately, it worked like a charm because I even caught myself saying that shit years ago. Yeah, we're a melting pot. No, we're not, actually. That was started by a Bolshevik. A leftist, atheist Jew started that so that he could control America. So that his Jewish brethren could control America. But yeah, it was all a ruse. It was all a setup. And a nasty one, sadly.
That's a nasty little one, yeah.
Yeah, because it got everybody deceived. It deceived everybody into thinking something that we're something we're not. We're not supposed to be a melting pot at all.
Definitely not for sure.
What we're supposed to be is a constitutional republic.
European nation.
We're not. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The specific talk from the founders is that we're supposed to stay the hell away from Europe. We're not to have anything to do with Europe. We're not to be anything like a Europe at all. None. Zero. If Europe goes commie tomorrow, we're not supposed to follow them. We're supposed to be different. We're supposed to be a shining city on a hill, like Ronald Reagan used to say. Even though we caught Ronald Reagan going to Bohemian Grove, but oh fucking well, at least he did say some good shit. But yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to follow Europe. We're not supposed to be like Europe. We're supposed to be the exact opposite of Europe. In fact, that was why we were founded. We were founded because Europe was under the control of kings and potentates, and we didn't want that shit. So we wanted something different. So that's why we founded America, the United States of America, that is. And so there we are. But yeah, that was started by a Bolshevik. Sure was. That was an amazing find too, buddy, because a lot of people don't know that. Oh yeah, well, Biden, my God, we're a melting pot. We're supposed to allow all these fucking illegals in here. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Right.
We're only supposed to allow people.
Yeah, we're also another thing that I hate is another nasty little fucker saying that I don't like is we're a nation of immigrants.
We're not a nation of immigrants.
We're not a nation of immigrants.
We are not a nation of immigrants. We are not a nation of immigrants.
When English people and German people and Irish people came to this country, well, I shouldn't even say when they came to the country. When they came here to this continent, it was a big open fucking field with nothing on it.
Right.
It took days for the explorers to find Indians. It
Right.
wasn't like there was like a big city where millions of Indians were living on the East Coast,
Right.
and we were just stepping all over them. That wasn't the way it was.
Mm-mm.
It was literally like you open. It's like starting a new game of fucking Minecraft, and you start building shit on the fucking property, right? And
Right.
that's what it's like. It's like starting a new game of Sims. You ever
Right.
played a video game of Sims? It's like okay, make it whatever you want. It's a new world. It's a new location. That's
Mhm.
literally why they call it a new world. Because there wasn't anything here. People go, no, what do you mean? The Indians were here before the white man came. Yeah, okay, they were scattered around like nomads all around, go migrate. They were really migrating. That's what, not like these migrants now where they're pouring into the country. Oh, they're migrating.
I need Gmans. Someone get a hold of Gmans
one day
now.
they're in.
I am sorry, Wilson has just donated $2. You know what you get when you cross a Jew? You get Christianity. Da bum ta. Tink.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Wilson. We'll watch a little bit more of this, and then we'll watch them. I want to watch them bellyache about the Trump shit, so...
Toronto. Then next week they're in Buffalo. Next week they're in Florida. Next week they're in Illinois. They traveled all around. They didn't stay in one place. They migrated. And then one day they said, oh, they happened to come around white men. That's what happened. And they were like, oh, shit, what are you doing here? We don't like you. That's what it is. And, that's basically what it was. And people, and no one has a right to say, oh, well, it belongs to them. Why would it belong to them? Why would a big open piece of land belong to a group of people that did nothing with it?
Well, technically, Gaia doesn't belong to anyone.
That's true. That's true.
Gaia doesn't belong to anyone.
Maps are literally lines on a paper. I do agree with that.
Yeah,
Maps
they're
are
just lines on a piece of paper. That's all they are. But the thing of it is, though, is that this Jew is actually what caused the downfall of the United States by making us think we're a land of immigrants, by thinking that we're a melting pot, and that we have to let all these fucking illegals in here. No, we don't.
Who you think? These Jews also push gender ideology.
They push gender ideology. They push transgenderism. They push homosexuality. They push bestiality. They push every kind of debauchery you can think
Any
of.
fucking degenerate behavior, it's usually a Jew behind
Literally
it.
anything you can think of. If you can think it in your mind, they probably will push it. Yeah. If it's
You had the first Jewish congressman of fucking Kentucky, a fucking Jew bitch. You know what she's pushing? She's pushing pedophilia.
she's pushing open pedophilia. Yeah.
First Jew ever elected.
Now, folks, I live in Kentucky. All right. What is Kentucky known for? We're known for moonshine, guns, bears, hunting, fishing, shit like that. That's what Kentucky's known for. All right. Do you really believe in your heart of hearts that there were any Jews living in Kentucky before this bitch got into office? Raise your hand. No fucking way in hell. She is a plant. She is a fucking plant. And the fact that Rand Paul has to call her out speaks volumes about Rand Paul. Because Rand Paul said, hey, wait a minute, they don't Jews live here. They don't Jews down here.
He's afraid
Who the fuck are you?
He's afraid to call him an anti-Semite.
Well, he probably is. But ain't no damn Jews. I mean, folks, ask anybody. Jews don't live in Kentucky. No, we ain't no Jews. We never had no Jews. But we do now. We got one. We got a congresswoman now. What the fuck, man? Ain't supposed to be no Jews down there.
That's all, man. Ain't that
Yeah, well, like I said, they're taking over our fucking government, like I said, and everybody, you know, huh?
I have to say, in the years of watching Vaughn, even for Vaughn, this is the most just bold and just explicitly fucking racist. Like, I mean, out of all the things he said, like, this is just, he's just fucking, he's even called for their execution. This is pretty fucking, you know.
What? What are you talking about? No, they really are taking over the government. When you've got a Jew representing the state of Kentucky, they're taking over the government. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Because Kentucky should be the last place you ever hear or see a Jew. We're totally different. Sure. We're totally wired different. Okay? There's not supposed to be Jews down here. Trust me on that one. So where the fuck did she come from? Well, she's a plant. And like I said, Rand Paul hasn't.
What else are you supposed to believe? I mean,
well, like I said, Rand Paul hasn't talked about this person. Hal Rogers hasn't talked about this person. Mitch McConnell hasn't talked about this person. Why aren't these people saying, "Hey, wait a minute, who the fuck are you?" That should be the first thing out of their goddamn mouths is, "Who the fuck are you? We don't have Jews here."
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, that's a good song, by the way. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who? I really want to know. Anyway, but yeah, no, all of our supposed congressmen and representatives, they should everyone be like, wait a minute, we don't have Jews here. Who the fuck are you? Where did you come from? How the fuck did you get elected? That's the question. I mean, seriously, do you think good old boys is going to be voting for some Jew bag that they don't even know? Hell, fucking no, they ain't.
Nasty looking woman. She looks like a cabbage.
And she's nasty looking too. Yeah, she really is nasty looking. No joke. She not.
She looks like a goddamn gremlin. She looks like an evil bitch.
But I mean, seriously, man. I mean, how many of you really believe that a bunch of good old boys is going to vote for this woman? And her a Jew, and that's not even knowing who the fuck she is. Ain't nobody voted for her ass. Nobody voted for her ass. But shame on Mitch McConnell, Hal Rogers, and Rand Paul for not confronting this person and say, hey, where the hell did you come from? They should have confronted her openly and publicly. All three of them. In fact, all three of them at unison should have called a special meeting and said, hey, we don't recognize this person. We never saw this person. We don't know where this person come from. And we sure as fuck don't know who voted for this person. That's what the three caballeros should be saying right about now. Hal Rogers, Mitch McConnell, and Rand Paul should all three be saying, we don't know this woman. That's what they should be saying. Now, unfortunately, they're not saying that, but that's what they should be saying. And so a pox on all their fucking houses for not getting out in front of this shit.
Absolutely.
And my dog's is barking at something, so I didn't see them. There's somebody pulling in the driveway. That's why.
Oh, someone pulling in.
Yeah, let me see what's going on. All right, dogs, I see it. Let's see who it is, what it is. I guess he got him a truck, maybe? I guess he got him trading.
Tim?
Oh, no, he got a ride. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You got him a ride. It's okay, dogs. It's just the renters. Calm down. Calm down. It's just the renters.
Settle down, puppy.
Yeah, they love to get emotional, boy. They really do. They love to get emotional. Okay, dogs, calm down. It's just the renters coming back. They don't recognize the truck. That's what it is. They don't recognize the sound of that truck.
I need Gmans. Someone get a hold of Gmans now.
Let me
Alan Reyes has just donated $2. So Vaughn, the Jews promoted bestiality. Did they also make those Fallout 4 and Skyrim mods you tested?
Good question. Well, he does. At one time, he claimed to be a German Jew, so I don't know. It's hard to tell, folks. This is pretty. This is pretty explicit, even for Vaughn. I'm sure it carries on. Looks like he's gone. Oh yeah, they start playing the memes. And remember, John is still somewhere between an Irish Jew and an Irish Muslim, so I'm surprised. And of course Sammy, but Sammy has also called for the death of certain Jews, so maybe it's not all that shocking. I tell you what, let's change gears to end it off for tonight. We'll watch some crying about Trump for a little bit, and then let's lighten the mood a little bit, a little transition, folks. Thanks for joining.
Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. I'm a hot dog. Fun on a bike. Bam, bam. Fun. Bam, bam. Fun. Bam, bam. Fun. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. Look at me. 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 I'm a hot dog.
Found on all 64 counts of. I don't understand. They were saying Michael Cohen gave really bad testimony, and that it looked like it was going to turn around for Trump, and that it was going to come on Trump's end. But I guess not. I guess the juries and the jurors in New York are just they have Trump derangement syndrome, and they hate Trump that much. They said put the fucker in jail. So that's what they're gonna. Well, let's see what happens. I don't know. Is he gonna go to jail? Is he not gonna go to jail? Is it gonna be a fine? Is he gonna be house arrest? Vaughn, what do you think about the news that Trump found guilty of 4 counts?
Well, we all knew he would be found guilty because that's the whole damn point of this court case was to find him guilty. See, here's the part that upsets me is that his lawyers are either corrupt or this is all just a bullshit shit show. Now, how can that be, Bob? Why do you say that? I'll say, well, for one thing, you notice they never tried to appeal it to another court, not one time.
We've been through this on Trump's lawyers have been doing that. Trump's lawyers just yesterday tried to file a motion to dismiss.
Yeah, just yesterday. What about months ago?
Again, they've been doing it all month.
No, they haven't. Dude, it would be in the news if they were doing that. The media would be reporting it if they were doing that. No, they just recently, when I started bitching about it, is when they started doing it. All right. Before that, they weren't doing anything. Another thing too. When all you've got is Democrats on the fucking jury, and his lawyers are too fucking stupid to vet those jurors, and say, hey, this is a fucking mistrial because our client is not going to be, given a fair jury trial.
Of course, it's New York. You think they're going to be? You think Trump's going to have a fair trial in New York?
They're bound to be some goddamn conservatives in fucking New York somewhere. Goddamn it, they got to be somewhere. The whole goddamn jury is Democrat, and we're wondering why the fuck Trump is being found guilty. I mean, goddamn, this is a no-brainer. But here's the thing that really, really gets me. All right, this is the part that gets me. The day they fucking walk through them double doors of that courtroom, the lawyers should have said, Here's a CNN executive on a hot mic saying we changed the fucking numbers at 3 o'clock in the morning and gave all them votes to Biden. Here's his fucking video. Here's his audio. Here's his name. Here's his address. Here's where he fucking takes a shit every day. What, you know, whatever they got to do to appease this son of a bitch. But that's number one, because we have a CNN executive on a hot mic admitting they flipped the goddamn numbers and gave it to Biden. So why hasn't that been presented in a court of law? Why haven't we talked about that? Why hasn't that been presented?
Hey, what's going on?
It's all bullshit. It's all
What's
bullshit.
happening? How the hell you got in here, Cisco? Will you get the links of someone?
Yeah, Vaughn gave it
I
to me.
gave him the link.
Oh, Vaughn gave. Okay.
I gave him the link.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about it, Cisco? What do you think? Trump found guilty on all counts?
No, I think it's all bullshit. It's clearly election interference. That's what's going on.
Well, of course it is.
Oh yeah, clearly they're going after political opponents of the opposition.
Every fucking juror is a Democrat. How's he supposed to get a fair trial?
No, it's not fair at all. It's complete. I won't be surprised they throw him in prison before the debate.
Well, that's the plan. They throw him in jail. Then what they're going to do? They're going to wait up until like November the 1st or some shit, just before we go to vote. And then they're going to throw his ass in jail, leaving us with no candidate for president. And
well, apparently you can still run from prison. So,
not in
DC. You can still vote for him even though he's in jail.
Well, yeah, you can, but they'll just throw the vote out. Here's the thing: DC can literally make up their own rules. Go read the Act of 1871. DC is their own little island, their own little country.
Let me tell you something. If Trump's in prison and he wins the election, and they don't have him, have him run the country from prison. I mean, obviously, you would think logically he would just get out and go to the White House. But if they say they throw the votes out, let's say they say, "Oh, you can't be president; you're in prison." You would have riots. You would have nonstop chaos.
Dude, let me tell you right now. Okay, let's settle this.
Upset.
Let's settle this right fucking now. Okay. When 2020 happened, and the conservatives didn't get off their fucking ass and go to their state capital, every goddamn one of them. I went to my state capital here in Kentucky. But nobody else went to their state capital and bitched, hey, we need a recount. We want a recount. We want a recount. It should have been nonstop, day after fucking day. And we want a recount. We want a recount. Nobody did it. You know why? Because they listened to fucking Q, who we now know is CIA. He finally admitted it.
Well, I have an update.
Cisco got some breaking news. What do you got for us, Cisco?
Yeah, the sentencing date is set for July 11th.
July
11th. Okay.
Yeah,
you know what? It would have been poetic if they put it for July 4th.
Well,
why did they do that?
Here's another question. If they're unanimous on all 64 counts, why the fuck did it take 2 days to deliberate?
Ghost of Father Jay says yesterday Vaughn said Trump would work 3 because the trial was fake. Did you say that the trial was fake?
No, I did not say Trump would walk free. I'm on record saying the exact opposite. I said they're going to put him behind bars. I've said that from day fucking one. I've said that from day one.
Will says this won't stick. They don't call him the Teflon Don for nothing. Yeah, he's the Teflon Don.
Well, here's the thing. Rothschild will probably get him off because, I mean, Rothschild has his shit. You know, Rothschild's in.
He should just do what other leaders do. I mean, if we're going to be a third world country where the political opponent is being prosecuted by the current administration, well, why don't you just do what third world countries do? Fly off to a neutral country and live in exile, right? Go to Brussels. Go live in Brussels.
Brussels will take anybody. Brussels takes anybody.
Go live in Brussels. Yeah, go live out in exile.
But here's the thing, man. Here's the whole thing. Okay, with Rothschild holding that fucker's lean.
My burgers are beeping. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go get your burgers. With Rothschild holding his lean and probably backing him too. I mean, we know Rothschild. We know Wilbur Ross, Trump's right-hand man, works for Rothschild. There's no question. There's no getting around that. All right. So Rothschild is behind this whole fucking thing. So it all depends on what Rothschild wants. If Rothschild wants him to fry, he'll fry. If Rothschild wants him free, he'll be free. It doesn't matter. Whatever Rothschild wants is what goes. Because Rothschild, let's face it, folks, is in control of this country. And the only one in more control than Rothschild is Moloch. Just ask anyone that goes to Bohemian Grove. They'll tell you. All right. So you thought the Christian guy was a good guy? Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker. It's Moloch, a blood-drinking, baby-sacrificing demon from ancient Sumer. Wow, surprise. We're going to have the creation of care, boys. Yeah, we care so much about you. We'll kill babies because we care.
You know, I'm actually really surprised that it was found guilty. I know we like to say that the jury's rigged and there's no conservatives, but that rally Trump had in New York and Brooklyn, the Bronx, just a couple of days ago, you had thousands upon thousands of people. I think they were saying 20,000 people. I mean, so they're there. I mean, they're out there, like you're saying, Vaughn. There's got to be something. New York,
like I said,
if the Democrats didn't steal the vote, New York would have been red state.
Like I said, we have a CNN executive on a hot mic admitting they flipped the numbers at 3 a.m. and gave the votes to Biden. That's all you need to get Trump off.
Right, the vote aggregate, yeah.
Trump should have been set free right then and there. When you've got a CNN executive admitting they fucking changed the numbers, flipped the numbers, that ends the debate right there. The debate is over. Okay.
Bill Kincaid says Donald Trump went to the Libertarian Conference 2 days ago and said no to central bank digital currency. Well, is he telling the truth? Is Donnie Trump actually going to be honest with us and not do that or not? I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I'll see it when I believe
we're talking about a guy. We're talking about a guy who works for Rothschild, for fuck's sake. So I mean, what can you say? I mean, if Wilbur Ross is working for Rothschild, Trump bound to be. I mean, Rothschild bailed him out of bankruptcy, for fuck's sake. Okay, Rothschild bailed Donald Trump. Rothschild bailed Donald Trump out of bankruptcy. Look it up, folks. Google that shit. It's like I say on True Social all the time. Does anybody know who Wilbur Ross is? Does anybody know? Yeah, nobody ever thinks to Google Wilbur Ross. But if you Google Wilbur Ross, you find out, Rothschild really did bail Trump out of bankruptcy. Rothschild right now at this very second holds Trump's bankruptcy lien in his hand. And if he cashes that shit in, Trump becomes a pauper overnight. Just that fast. His whole family too. They lose everything. They lose everything to Rothschild. And you'll notice, folks, they did this to the Europeans years and years ago during the Napoleonic War. Remember? They told them, Napoleon's going to win. You got to give us all your shit. You got to sign on the dotted line right away. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Sign on. And so everybody in Europe signed over all their wealth to the Rothschilds. And here comes a horse saying, yeah, by God, Napoleon win. And so they all signed on the dotted line. And then here comes the real horse rider hours later saying, no. William the Conqueror or William the Great or whoever the fuck it was, he actually won the war. And so they lost everything. And the people of Europe lost everything as a result. Okay. And you don't think the Rothschilds keep doing that to other people and other places and other things and other times? Of course they do. Their playbook is not different. Playbook's the same. All right. We're just in 2024 now instead of the 1800s or 1700s or whenever the fuck the Napoleonic War was. I'd have to look it up again.
It's been a while. Anyway, I want to say everyone who's watching on X, thank you so much. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, has been great to us. We've been getting hundreds of views. Please hit the follow. If you're on Rumble, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to join us, I put the link out in the comments. No trolls. We want no trolls. Only good people.
Yeah. So
go ahead. So what do you got for us?
I'm just watching the updates. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if they try and throw him in prison before the second debate.
Do what now?
Yeah, apparently Biden challenged Trump to a debate. I like to see that happen.
Yeah, it's June 27th. It's June 27th.
Why?
It's going to be
Biden doesn't even know. Biden isn't even this fucking reality.
Biden can't even wipe his own ass.
Why the fuck would he even agree to something? Why would Biden's handlers agree to that? They know the motherfucker can't talk without a goddamn telephone.
Biden. I don't know if you know this, Vaughn, but Biden is full of dementia. Jean Pierre, whatever the bitch's name was, she said, "Oh, no, there's not going to be a debate. There's no need for a debate." And then Trump, the same day later, the news reporter goes, I want to debate Trump. I want to debate. I'm going to challenge. They don't know what's going on. The guy's loopy. The guy's he's in La La Land. He literally, Trump,
he's not in this reality.
Biden is so bad. He literally says the opposite of what his press secretary says.
Yeah.
That's how bad he is. He's in full-blown dementia.
Yeah, I don't doubt. Don't doubt it a bit.
Will Kincaid says Ross is connected to America's Mayor Giuliani. Oh, that's
yeah. Wow, what a shock, right? That Giuliani is also hooked up with Wilbur Ross. You know, it's one big Rothschild happy family. Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome?
Well, it's like what George Carlin used to say. It's one big club, and you're not a member.
And you're not in it. That's right. That's right. And I've been telling people that too. It's one big club, and you ain't in it. And the sooner you figure that out, that nobody's on your side, including Trump, you'll be a lot better off. Trust me.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Trump's on my side because the only side Trump's on is his own side.
His own side.
But I'll be honest. I mean, if I have a choice between a pedophile like Joe Biden who sniffs little girls here and showers with his nieces and diddles his fucking daughter. I mean, his own daughter says that he took showers with her.
Yeah.
You know, that's so
sad.
sad.
The diary's out there. Why aren't these fucks in jail for that shit? I thought it was a crime. To commit incest with a minor. Well, who knew? Who knew it was legal? I didn't know it was legal.
When you're the Bidens, when you're Hunter Biden, when you're Joe Biden, you can be a pedophile and get away with it.
I didn't know that shit was legal. Since when?
When you're a leftist, you can do whatever you want. When you're a leftist,
apparently you can because
you know that, Vaughn. You know when you're a leftist.
We've got the diary. We've got video.
You had fucking shots is burning down America for the Summer of Love, BLM riots.
Summer of Love burning down the United States.
They don't get any jail time.
No,
they get free.
No,
you kill white people, you get free.
When the leader of Antifa was found at J6, he only spent 1 day in jail. He was out the next day. As soon as they found out he was a leader in Antifa, he's out the next day. So, I mean, yeah, you're right. You know, I get that. We all need to become leftist, I guess. That's, you know, full blood. I'm communist. I am communist, comrade. I promise.
I want to say, man, I cut my finger really bad, but what I've been doing is I've been putting your secret weapon there, Vaughn. I've been putting some black seed oil on it.
Yeah.
Your little secret weapon.
Right.
And boy, like 3 days later, it's only been 3 days, and look at this. It's like it's basically like healed.
Yeah.
I've never and that looked like a cut that needed stitches, to be honest with you. I probably should have went to the hospital and got stitches.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it. I just rubbed some black seed oil on it, and man, look at that. That's healed.
Isn't that great?
So did anyone say how much time he could get in jail if he's sentenced? Or
you're 64 felony counts. You're talking about
he's there for life. 64 felony counts. He's there for life, dude. He ain't never getting out. Ever. He's never
sorry
getting
for the
out.
fan noise. I'm at work.
He's never going to get out.
Yeah, he's never getting out with 64 felonies. No way.
I think we'll bust him out.
And by the way, for a normal person, these 64 counts are not even a misdemeanor. But according to New York State, they hate Trump so much because they have Trump derangement syndrome. They're counting these 64 misdemeanors as felons, just for shits and giggles, just to get Trump, just to throw the book at him.
Yeah. I was talking about that on True Social. How this judge has
just for the record, none of this is true. What these guys are babbling about
has made an edict of his own free will and volition that, you know, if the jury finds a bunch of misdemeanors to be wrong, you know, if Trump's guilty of these misdemeanors, he's just going to call them felonies and charge Trump with felonies. Well, see, that's not legal. That's not normal. There's no way that can be right.
These corrupt leftists, they do what they want when they want to do it. They don't give a shit. I mean,
that's true.
I know you downplay Yvonne and you make it seem like Trump's lawyers are incompetent, but Trump's lawyers been trying to do everything they can.
I don't know that.
How you doing, Will? What's happening, big boy?
I mean, I would have.
What's going on, fellas? And it's 34.
Seems like I could have done a better job with one hand tied behind my back and a bag over my fucking head.
Yeah,
But,
I
hey,
think I
you know.
could. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I probably could have been a better lawyer for Trump.
Because
but,
the first thing, like I said, the first thing out of my mouth is, "Hey, here's a video of a damn CNN executive admitting on video with a hot mic. Oh yeah, by the way, we flipped the numbers in 2020 and gave the numbers to Biden and let Biden win the election. Well, why didn't the fuck they put that goddamn shit in the goddamn court case? Oh, because reasons.
all right, I'm gonna go get my burgers. We'll
go
be a
get your
good
burgers.
boy.
I
All
don't want
right.
to burn.
I'll be a good boy. That's fine.
What?
No, but Trump, I said I'll be a good boy.
Vaughn has no idea what court case actually Trump just lost. He has absolutely no clue. Like, he keeps going on about this fucking bullshit about the election. Right? I know their overall point is the whole thing was rigged because they don't want Trump to run, but Vaughn has no idea what this court case was about.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're garbled for some reason. I don't know why.
I live on a farm now upstate. So,
oh, good.
Yeah, I bought the farm.
It's dude, living the farm life is great, man. Green Acres had the right idea. Anybody ever watched Green Acres, man? They left the big city, went out to have a farm. That's the fucking life for me, man. Farm life is a life for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so I mean, we've got a CNN executive on a hot mic admitting that they flipped the numbers. We've got video of these fat women pulling big boxes out.
These fat women. I wonder if Vaughn is going to bring up the fact that he thinks that Will Kincaid should be deported or executed. I wonder if that's going to come up in the conversation.
Full of Biden votes and cramming them in the machines at 3:00 in the morning. Well, who the fuck does that? Oh,
yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Twitter. I saw the video. Fucking Elon Musk or something retweeted it, and then told Community Notes to check it. And I don't even know if they even did because it's still not noted. So, but
and they claimed there was a water leak. They claimed there was a water leak, and they had to stop counting. And they played all.
We were all there. I think all of us were in Brett's.
We were all doing a live show.
We were all in my room, Vaughn too. We were all doing it live. Yes,
we were doing a live show.
It was 3:00 in the morning.
Yep,
and I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, I can't forget it. It's burned in my retinas. I'll never forget it.
I went to sleep. I remember going to sleep at 11:00, saying, "Okay, Trump won the election. Everything's okay now." Vaughn stayed around. You all hang out later.
Oh, the gods wouldn't let me go to sleep. I'm on. It's 1:00 in the morning. Trump's got 1:00 in the morning. Trump had all the popular vote, 100%. All the elector vote, 100. Oh God, that looks good, John. All the popular vote, 100%. All the elector vote, 100%. 7 pink states and 99% of America was red. At 1:00 in the morning.
Even New York was red.
Even New York. And so they told everybody, "Hey, Trump's won. Go home." They told all the counters. They told everybody counting votes. Said, "No need to count no more votes. Trump's obviously won. Everybody go home." And that's what they did. They all went home.
They count 300 million ballots at 3:00 in the morning, and they all turn out to be for Biden. That's like me flipping a.
Well, they didn't all turn out to be for Biden, and no one was like, "Go home. We know Trump's won. You might as well just go home. Don't even bother counting the rest of the votes." This is ridiculous, folks. But you know what? It's getting late. It's getting to that point. I don't know if there's too much more to offer here. Let's skip ahead a little bit. I don't want to hear about election shit, to be honest with you.
I worked at Walmart one time.
Can you put in a favor for me?
I might be able to talk to Todd, but I don't.
Only person that
female. This is the biggest swapper of them all here. There was no victim in this Stormy Daniels situation.
No.
Even if Trump did have sex with Stormy Daniels said it was consensual. There was no victim. She said she wasn't harmed.
Right.
Michael Cohen, the lying Jew lawyer, said, "Hey, Trump didn't do it. I did it. I was the one that paid her." So the hush money wasn't even Trump's. It was Michael Cohen.
Right.
And Michael Cohen's a known liar. He can't tell the truth if it was meant to save his life.
Right.
So they're literally, Trump is literally innocent and was never connected to it, but yet he's still found guilty of doing these things that he never did.
Right.
Doesn't make sense. But
No.
it does make sense when you realize New York is full of leftists. They hate Trump. They have Trump derangement syndrome. They hate him, and more importantly, they hate us. They hate
Right.
Americans. They
Right.
hate good old boys. They hate conservatives. They hate
Mhm.
white people. They hate everything that's good about this country. They want to destroy it. Anyway,
Correct.
go ahead. Finish what you were saying. I didn't.
Well, what I'm saying is, you know, like I said, I still think the whole thing is bullshit. I think it's all kabuki theater. And
Now, Vaughn, you did say if Trump was found guilty, that that probably meant that he was probably one of the good guys, and they're getting rid
well,
of him.
that's what I was
Do
going
you
to
feel that
say.
way,
You know, I did say that, you know, if he was a good guy, he would probably be found guilty. But, you know, I mean, you know, there's people telling
because
stories
the
that-
past 8 months, Vaughn, you've been on that hater rate on Trump. You've been hating
Well,
on Trump.
here's the thing. Okay, there's people right now who'll look you right in the eye and say Epstein is still alive. One of them is his own goddamn brother. Okay, so if Epstein is still alive, what the fuck happened there? I'll tell you what happened there. It was the good old boys network again. All right, of which Trump is a part. Okay, it's just like, hey, you know, we'll throw him in jail. We'll accuse him of shit. We'll make like he died in jail, or we'll kill him, or we'll give him you know, treason sentence, and then we'll cart him off to some island somewhere with Epstein, and there they'll stay. You know, because I mean, like I said, Epstein's own brother went on fucking Joe Rogan and told everybody, said, yeah, he's still fucking alive. He ain't dead. He's alive. All right. So I mean, you know, it's all BS, man. It's all kabuki theater. It's all fake as fucking hell, man. There's nothing real about none of this shit. Now, if Trump is truly legitimate, which I seriously doubt, you can't be a puppet of Rothschild and be legitimate. But
Yeah.
let's take the argument and say that he
I
is.
think it goes to the fact that honestly, I'm not, you know, honestly, from my perspective, I think Trump plays to his own tune. I think at the end of the day, Trump only cares about Trump.
Well, that's true.
You know, so if he can make a buck being a Rothschild bitch, and he can make billions of dollars by selling out to Rothschild, I think he makes that decision.
Yeah.
You know, I think that there's part of him that does care about the country. I think he understands that being America first helps him make more money.
It's
and
just,
that's why he does it.
and I told people this long ago when Trump first came in. I said, look, Trump is in this for Trump.
But that's not necessary. But what I want to say is that that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just let's put it into perspective.
It's just, you know, it's to his advantage for America to do well, because his businesses are in America, and so he makes shit tons of money when America is prospering, and that's it. But see, here's the thing that people
Now,
don't
to be a fair,
understand.
that helps us too. Now, I'm not going to lie, that
Well,
helps me.
no, it does, but it doesn't. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain what Trump did, because see, a lot of people don't understand what Trump did during his 4 years as president. You know, because everybody looks around and says, oh my God, we had the greatest 4 years we've had in decades in this country. No, yes and no. See, what Trump did is he gave financial incentives to all the businesses in the United States to lower their prices artificially. And then he gave them kickbacks, incentives, you know, all kinds of gifts and shit for lowering their prices. Okay, that's how he got all the prices down. The prices didn't come down because of hard work or determination or anything like that. The prices were artificially deflated. They were literally artificially brought down to a low price, and so that everybody could afford shit again, which you know, but the thing of it is, it was all done artificially. That's why when as soon as Trump left office, you notice all the prices went back up. Even before Biden was officially sworn in, all the prices went back up. Why? Because they knew they weren't going to get any money. They knew they weren't going to get any more kickbacks, so they put the prices right back up again. So Trump, you know, everybody thought Trump, you know, they had a great 4 years under Trump. Not really. It was all fake. It wasn't real. That's what I'm trying to tell people, you know, because as soon as they knew he was out of office, man, they put them prices right back up again. before Biden did, by the way. Now, Trump increased, or Biden increased prices too, but that was after he was sworn in and got into office. But even before Biden was sworn in, they raised prices back up because they knew Trump wasn't going to be giving no more kickbacks to them. Okay, so you didn't have a true 4 years of prosperity. You had a fake 4 years of prosperity. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of Americans don't get that. They think, man, we had a great 4 year. Well, you kind of did. I mean, me personally, I did okay. I had dollar gasoline. I could go where I needed to go, do what I needed to do. The prices at the grocery store were low so that I could buy my stuff. But when you find out that it was because Trump literally paid them $10 trillion to lower those prices, well, it wasn't really real, was it? No.
It was kabuki theater, like you like
Yeah, it
to
was all
say.
kabuki theater. Yeah, it was all kabuki theater. You know, and when you find that out, then it's like, well, shit. Can we get a real There's only one person that I'm aware of that will be a real president of the United States and will truly get the prices down low again and will truly put us back on the road to being a republic again. Only one person, and it's not Trump. That's me. I'm it. I'm the only one. Nobody else. No, certainly nobody in D.C. Holy fuck. But I'm the only one that'll do it. Now I have to lock myself in the Oval Office with 1,000 guards because Rothschild will want to try to kill my ass. But I'm the only one that'll do it. I'm the only one that will save the United States. I'm it. And nobody's going to vote for me. The last time I ran, I didn't get any votes. But the time I ran as a write-in candidate the first time, I got 365 votes, which I thought was kind of cool. Vote for every day. I thought that was pretty neat. But the second time I was a write-in for president, I didn't get any votes at all. So, sucks to be me. But the thing of it is, if you want somebody who's really going to save the United States, I'm the only one. I'm like that guy in Argentina, Milei, or however you say his name. Boy, the socialists in Argentina are rioting in the streets and banging drums and all that shit. RT's reporting on it. All the socialists in Argentina are mad as hell because Milei is getting rid of socialism and making Argentina a republic, and they can't stand it. They're out in the street. They're saying he's stealing food.
They're saying the value of the money has gone up like 1,000%.
Well, they're saying
because he got rid of 70% of the government.
Yeah, he got rid of all the government. That's right. Yeah. He got rid of all the government, and he's getting rid of all the socialism bullshit, and he's going to turn Argentina into a republic. And that's what you got to do. That's a republic is the only true freedom. Anything else is just government control. Socialism is government control. Fascism is government control. Communism is government control. Even Islam. And a theocracy, that's government control too. It's government control through a church, but it's still government control. I mean, the papacy, who do you think the papacy is? They're control. They are a control group. They control what goes on. Okay, well, you don't want none of that shit. You want a republic. And that's what Milei is trying to do. And I saw the video from RT. RT said a video. Argentinians decry that the government is stealing food or hoarding food or whatever the fuck the headline was. And so I went over and watched the RT video, and it's a bunch of socialists that are pissed off because Milei is turning Argentina into a republic. Well, so what? Big fucking
making
deal.
Argentina great again, MAGA baby.
He's making Argentina great again. He's literally doing it. There was a time long ago when Argentina was a beautiful country. It was a republic. There was freedom. People were happy. There was dancing in the streets, literally in some cases. It was great, man. And everything went to shit when they become a socialist nation, just like every other country becomes a shithole when they become socialist. So, he's trying to put it back to the way it was. That's all. That's all he's doing. And I applaud Milei for doing that. I
don't blame him. I would take my country back too if I could.
I hope I'm pronouncing his name right because
Milei. I think his name is Milei. I think you pronounce his name Javier Milei.
Javier Milei. Okay.
Sounds French, not Spanish, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that sounds French, not Spanish. What the fuck?
But apparently, Argentina has a lot of French and German,
really?
German population in
Oh,
Argentina.
maybe they do. I don't know. I'd have to go back and read some of their stuff. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, this Milley guy, he's the real Trump. He's doing exactly what Trump said he was going to do. Get rid of all the government programs, turn Argentina back into a republic, lower the taxes, put more freedoms, reestablish the Constitution. He's doing the very things that Trump should have done in his first 4 years and didn't. Why? Because Trump had no intention of doing those things, because Trump is a puppet of Rothschild, which is what I kept trying to tell everybody, but nobody listened to me, and so there we are. But now, I told everybody, I said, they'll jail him, but whether they jail him and then execute him or jail him and then secretly cart him off like they did Epstein, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It doesn't matter. I mean, either way, we're not going to have a candidate in November because they're going to stall this. They're going to hold this back until November. You watch and see. They'll wait until just time before going to vote. And then they'll say, oh, yeah, he's guilty. Throw him in jail. They throw him in jail. We don't have a candidate. And the Democrat, whoever they pick, strolls right into the White House. That's exactly how they're going to do this. You watch. Mark it down on your calendar, boys and girls, because that's exactly how it's going to go down. All right. Because if they did, okay, they said July, right? If they convict him in July and throw him in jail, he'll post bond. He'll just post bond. I don't know if the judge will give him bond. Probably not, because he's got 64 felony counts now. They were misdemeanors, but now they're felonies. Who knew?
Isn't that crazy that New York said that? Oh, well, they're just misdemeanors, but we're going to count them as felons.
Right.
Felonies. How is that even legal?
It's not legal. It's not legal.
How can they possibly do that?
The only one that can change law is Congress. Okay. The only one that can change laws are Congress. A judge cannot change a law. Supreme Court cannot change laws. Only Congress has that power, be it a state Congress or the federal Congress. They're the only ones that have the power to change law. You got 3 branches of government: executive, legislative, and judicial. The judicial branch of government.
Oh, I want to make a correction. It wasn't 64 counts, Vaughn. It was only 34 counts. I'm sorry, I misread
34.
It's saying it's 34. My bad.
I thought
that's
it was
still a lot. I mean, 34 counts. Holy shit.
Actually, I thought it was 64 counts. But okay. 34 is still a lot. It's still enough to bury him, so
yeah, he's gone. He's a goner.
Yeah, he's definitely a goner.
He's out of here. He's gonna have to buy himself a pickaxe and dig his way out of fucking prison at this point.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Joe Rogan told Epstein's brother told Joe Rogan, said Epstein ain't dead. He's still alive. It was all kabuki theater. It was all bullshit. I mean, think about this. Trump has been friends with Epstein for 15 years. Trump has been friends with the Clintons for over 20 years. So do you think anything's going to happen to Trump? I mean, really?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point to make.
Not only that, but then you got Rothschild involved. You got Wilbur Ross involved. You got all these elitists involved. They'll probably find him guilty, and then they may fake his death or some shit and then put him on an island somewhere out of the way. I don't know. Who knows what the fuck? Like I said, we may get to November and Trump will get behind a podium, and then here comes Bill and Hillary Clinton out on stage with him, and all 3 of them are just standing there, and Trump gets behind the podium. He says, "Yeah, well, I'm going to go play golf. See ya," and then they all trot off the stage. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. Wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't surprise me.
Because, I mean, they've been friends for years. Over 20 years, they've been friends. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. That's what I'm thinking might even happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, November, I told everybody November is going to be roller coaster, and it is. So we'll see. Well, I said this whole year is going to be roller coaster, and it has. So we'll see. By the way, John, since the trolls are watching, John, something interesting happened to me this morning.
Ooh.
Okay.
I got up at exactly 5:55 in the morning.
5:55 and feeling alive, baby.
Feeling alive. Well, here's the thing.
All right,
okay?
what's the special about 555?
Well, that's the thing. I googled what does 5:55 mean. All right, so let me bring it over here, and let's first I got to make it big so you can see it. All right, there we go. And we'll read it live because trolls love to spread disinfo, but so we'll read it live.
They do love spreading this info, don't they?
They do. All right, so we'll read it live.
They're gonna get us here, folks.
Okay,
what
does 555 mean? Change, transformation, and self-awareness. The number 555 has a spiritual or mystical significance in numerology. It is an angel number symbolizing change, transformation, and self-awareness. When you keep seeing the time 555 or 555, it means there will be a surprise or a significant change in the direction of your life. This change will alter pace so that you can see a different view of your life that was once hidden from your sight. It's like a spiritual heads up that you're about to level up. Level up, trolls, not level down, level up. I'm going higher. I'm getting better. I'm getting stronger, faster, whatever. I'm going up.
We can rebuild them. We can make them better.
Yeah, the $6 million man. But this is a level up, not a level down. Sorry, trolls. But this is a level up. I'm going to level up, man. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean the gods are going to make an actual profit, or some kind of?
I mean, they're going to let you loose if you start.
Maybe they could cut me loose. Oh my God, they better not cut me loose because I won't hesitate 1 second. I mean, this shit's dragged on for 15 fucking years. You don't think I'll get some payback? Fuck yes, I will. But yeah, so you're about to level up. So I'm about to level up, boys and girls. I'm about to get a significant increase to the positive in my life. And so I thought that was pretty cool, man. I thought that was pretty damn cool. And it's an angel number too. That's interesting. Isn't that interesting?
Thank you for sharing that with us. That was nice.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
The trolls are going to be held to conserve.
Yeah, the trolls can go pounds, and there's not a damn thing they
I
can
was
do.
able to get rid of one YouTube video out there. Some troll was saying, I guess I don't remember you saying this, but you said something about one of the dogs got like a cut down his belly or something. He got cut open, and his intestines went out.
Oh yeah.
And the belly buddies came out of that to make it better or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember you saying that. When did you say that? I don't remember.
Oh, that was all back, but yeah, he was. Oh, man, big dog.
I remember the hook in the toe, but I don't remember the belly.
Yeah, that was Floppy. Floppy had the triple hook in his foot, but this was the big dog outside. I guess he got in a fight with a deer, and the deer horn just it sliced him up good, buddy. His guts were literally hanging out, and I'm like, oh shit, dog, what am I going to do? There was nothing I could do. Literally nothing I could do. I said, well, the only thing I could do is see if my guys' friends want to fix him up, and.
Like, this is an exact parallel if something had happened to the kids, right? Because Vaughn can't even take the dog to the vet, just like he wouldn't take his kids to the doctor, right? Put a potato on it, that kind of stuff, right? This is why you lost your kids, Von Helm. Just replace this dog with a kid, and it would be the exact same scenario. And thank goodness there's aliens that are involved looking out for them.
And so, like, the next day, I go out, and he jumps up on me all happy and shit, and I look down his belly. You can't even tell there was a mark there. You can't even tell there was a mark there at all, man. And he was cut from the groin all the way up, almost to the rib cage.
Well, I'll tell you what, the trolls were having a field day with that. You saying that I was able to report them for harassment, but
and his guts were hanging out and shit. It was real. Oh man, it was. And I'm like, well, fuck.
Oh man.
There's nothing I could do about that. I mean, nothing I could do. I don't think even a vet could have fixed him. because I mean, that was pretty bad, And I said, well, guys, if you want to fix him, there's nothing I can do. And like I said, the next day or day after, I think it was, he comes running all happy to me and jumps up on my chest with his paws. And I look down at his belly, and his belly, you can't even tell anything had happened. It was amazing. It was great.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that worked out.
It did. It worked out great. But yeah, you couldn't even tell, man. No scar. There's no scar. So whatever they did, it didn't leave a scar of any kind.
Well, they obviously have technology that's way advanced.
Oh yeah, their technology is going to be way beyond our shit. So I mean, yeah.
I mean, if they're able to zip around the universe, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad he just couldn't have told the judge that he had aliens looking out for the kids, right? What are you worried about? Aliens will take care of it. But anyways, folks, we're getting pretty late here. I think I'm going to call her a night. I think we've had a lot of good nuggets tonight to nibble on and keep us tide us over until the next stream. Folks, thanks for joining. Thumbs it up, all that good stuff. We'll keep you posted and see if there's any more